hope it works. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is up? Gear Squad, Chain Gear here, bringing you another video. And today, we are here talking about New Year's. Not really actually talking about New Year's. We're streaming. I've got two people here that you might know. You also might not know them. But you probably know this one more than this one, even though this one's been around more. Anyway, BallisticPheonix. Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Going? I'm pretty good, pretty good.
I'm glad that you're here.
Yep.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's.
Anthony, otherwise known as Eintaxi, my roommate. How are you?
Good.
Good, good. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Sweet. If you guys don't know, I'm gonna pop out. Yeah, most of you guys should know Anthony. But if you don't, literally there are videos that just BallisticPheonix made like on this channel. Then he disappeared. Then he lost his PS4. Then he got a new one, etc., etc. But anyway, it's been a long time. I'm gonna pop up the chat real quick so we can talk with you guys. I'll keep that running just in case.
I guess everyone here knows me.
Yeah, as they should.
Yeah.
As they should. I'm actually going to grab this chat real quick. Please work. Sweet. Okay, awesome. So what's up, guys? Today, this is kind of random, and we're just going to kind of stream about a whole bunch of random stuff. If you guys haven't seen, I have a video that I just posted recently, and that video is top 5 games of the year for me. So games that I played in 2017. Check that out. I'm pretty excited about that video. I put a lot of work into that video, and it was the first video I made after my computer died. If you guys didn't know, there was a huge hiatus of me making like edited videos, and it was just me and my phone. But I started making edited videos again literally yesterday because Anthony helped me fix my PC. It was broken, and that sucked. So Drugan, it's been so long. I miss you, man. Freezer, what's good? Yasan, what's up? Roman, what's up? Wow, where's Beaches? That's a throwback. Roman, you've been away for a long time, and so is Beaches. Yeah, so it's these guys today. We're gonna talk about games. We're not gonna talk about not my top 5. We're not gonna talk about mine. Instead, we're gonna talk about Anthony's actually. But we're also gonna talk about a whole bunch of other things like games that we missed this year, games that games that we bought, didn't play, that's basically for me, the games that we missed playing, games that we really liked but weren't in our top 5. Also, let me know what the audio sounds like. I'm trying to hold myself back from talking too loud, which I probably should just lower the volume a little bit. Yeah, that's probably better. So let me know if this is better. Let me know if you guys can hear these two. But we're literally just going to talk about games, and I'd love to hear about you guys and what your top games were, what you feel about the games that we're talking about. First and foremost, I want to start with you because you haven't been around for a minute.
Right.
So I'd love to hear what games you've been playing. I know I already asked if you had a top 5. You said not really. Yeah. You didn't really get to play that many games this year. I said if I didn't get to play a lot of games, you definitely didn't get to play a lot of games. So I'd love to hear what you're currently playing, what you played over 2017. We'll just talk about some of those games and just kind of chat there. And we'll start with you. Then we'll kind of move over to Anthony, talk about some games that you played this year that are not your top 5. I'm sure a lot of them are on my list too. So we'll just kind of go through that. But Phoenix, what have you been playing recently? Actually, let's just start with that. What have you been playing recently? What have you been playing the last couple weeks?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oof.
But we're gonna hold off on that one.
Yeah,
I want to in depth.
Both Anthony and I don't. I mean, I'm the only one with a PS4 in the house. Anthony is my roommate. Phoenix is not. But it's one of the games that both of us haven't played yet. If I buy it, then we can both play it. But it's a game that both of us haven't played yet. But it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
One thing that I'm really excited for is I've been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild, which both Anthony and I have played. I've been playing it consistently. Anthony kind of tried it, and I love that game. And there's a lot of comparisons between the two. And some people say that Breath of the Wild is better. The majority of people, I think, say that overall. But a lot of notable people, are saying that Horizon Zero Dawn is better, especially graphically. There's no comparison.
It's incredible.
Yeah, so I've heard really great things. What else? What else have you been playing?
Paladins, Paragon, Warframe.
Free-to-play games?
Yep.
Paladins, Paragon, Warframe. We actually probably should talk about Warframe for a minute. But Paladins and Paragon, both of those are on my top 5 list. Spoilers. So if you guys haven't seen my top 5 video, I don't care. Stop watching this video. Go watch the top 5 video. It's a good video. It's pretty short. It's like 8-10 minutes or something like that. Short for me. I have a lot of long videos, so check it out. But those are on the list. I love those games.
Yeah.
You've played Paragon.
Yeah.
The game has changed drastically. I plan on doing like videos and things like that. But I absolutely love Paragon. Absolutely love Paladins. Legends. Glad that you're here as well. Also, Ballistic. How was your drive up here?
Oh, it was actually pretty good.
How long does it take? You're from Connecticut. You're in Connecticut, not from Connecticut.
2 hours and 15 minutes.
Okay,
about.
not too bad.
There was like no traffic. I thought with New Year's and we had a bunch of crazy people on the road, but it was pretty good drive.
There will be crazy people on the road
Later tonight. Actually, probably starting right now all the way up to like 4 in the morning.
Yep, probably about right.
Yeah.
Freezer, you said Paragon is kind of I love Paragon. I think Paragon is a MOBA first and foremost, and so if you hate MOBAs, I wouldn't play it. If you don't like MOBAs, I would try it. Like, I don't hate MOBAs, I just don't really like them. And so I played Paragon, I really, really enjoyed it. And you have to find the right character you like, and I kind of like the majority of the characters, but
yeah.
I don't know, I'm loving the game. There are characters that I find difficult for me to play, but there are no characters that I've played and I'm like, I hate this character. But there are a lot of them.
Starter character.
Oh my god, yeah. Aurora is one of them. I don't know if anybody plays Paragon here. Shout out to Mex. Shout out to Heaven Clone. They're the ones that kind of got me on Paragon a little bit. And I came in real late, but I absolutely love the game. Paladins, great game as well. There's an update coming. Heard that it's going to break the game. It's already broken on PC, so we'll see what happens by the time it comes out for PS4. Also love that game.
Yeah.
So fun. I don't actually know what it is about it 100%. It's like Overwatch, right, in a lot of ways, but in some ways it's faster.
It definitely feels faster.
More characters.
More
customization.
more engaging too.
Yeah. I don't know what it is that makes it more engaging, aside from maybe the speed of it. But there's also the cards, so you can change. You can move things or change the way each character plays.
Right.
Like when I see him,
customize it to your playstyle.
Exactly. Oh, I mean, 100%. Right. That's like what it's about. Whereas when I see a McCree, I know McCree's kit. I know exactly what he has, and that's it. Whereas in this, it's like I see Makoa, and it's like, oh crap, like, is that Makoa gonna have that one ultimate card, and is he gonna, I don't know what his build is.
Challenge the might of Makoa.
Right, exactly. I love Paladins. You give Paragon a 4 out of 10. I have so many things to say about that. Okay, quick side note. Ratings. Sorry, I can't. I don't want to respond to you, but I have to. I also like you, Freezer, so it's all good. I also want to know your KH games, top 5 KH games in order. Like 1 being the best, 5 being the worst. I want an order of your KH. And if you guys don't know Freezer is obsessed with Kingdom Hearts, and he is on Discord. So if you guys want to talk about Kingdom Hearts on Discord, feel free. But ratings, I feel like you have to be careful because there are games I don't like, and so I wouldn't rate them at all. Great example is like Call of Duty. I can't rate Call of Duty. Like, I don't like it. So like,
Rage.
why would I like? No, Rage is a bad game. There's a difference. There's a difference between a bad game and a game I don't like. I'm trying to think of a game that's like that. Because I know you play a lot of games. I'm trying to think of a game that like I just don't like it. Like League of Legends is a great example. Like, I'm not going to rate League of Legends. I don't know. Like, I have no clue if it's a good game or not. Like, I just don't like it that much. Like, BLR. Blacklight is a great example. Blacklight, I like. And just because I love the game, I truly love Blacklight, I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10. I'm not going to give it a 9 out of 10. I'm not going to give it an 8 out of 10. I'll give it a 7 out of 10, maybe a 7.5 out of 10. Especially because maybe when I first played it, it was an 8, and now it's gone down because its longevity hasn't helped. So, like, the way that I would do these kinds of things. Oh, God. Here come the Blacklight questions. Sorry, guys. I'll make this one quick. Yo, Chingier, can you answer this question? Yes, Legend. I can answer your questions. Did there will be an update for Blacklight in January? Answer, please. Is it really official? Yes. Even though I don't know what you just asked, I do know that there will be an update in January. It's slated to be January. I do plan on doing a video about it. I did a small video on the channel. If you want to watch that, I actually outlined a little bit of what's going to be in that update. So check that out if you want. But I will be doing a read of the frequently asked questions that they had. I think it was actually just a Q&A that Lord Alf posted. on Reddit. So if you guys want to check that out, you can check out the Reddit post on that video as well. I wish I could link to it or something like that, but I can't, so it doesn't matter. Cool. And Freezer posted all of his favorites. I can't help you with that one. Perfect. Oh, Jordan is live says, "What's up, Phoenix?"
Yep.
Jordan, what's up? Okay, cool. Let me go back to what we were talking about. Paladins, Paragon, Warframe. Okay, yeah. So Warframe has changed considerably. I still don't want to get back into Warframe. I liked Warframe in the beginning when I first played a whole bunch of it, but when I go back to it, I just realize how crappy the game runs, and it's painful. It doesn't mean I won't give it another chance. You're here for 2 days-ish, so maybe I'll try it again.
Have you played since the Evolve?
Yes, and it didn't play well.
In the game's defense, we got into a match with like someone who had a horrible connection, so it got super laggy, and then we just like gave up. Really.
My biggest issue is that the game was not optimized for PS4, and after playing a game, people complain about the game, but Destiny is a gorgeous game. It's great. It has issues, but the base game is great. The base game of Warframe is like a 6 out of 10. Like it doesn't play well. Right. It has an absurd amount of content, and the base game is bad. And it's like everyone wants content now, and apparently content is king over gameplay, which and don't get me wrong, the gameplay is good, but it's not optimized. And so it's just frustrating. But I don't hate the game. There is a lot of changes that were made.
Yeah. Some balancing of some weapons and warframes.
Okay, there's too many weapons in Warframe, so it doesn't matter.
Right, and most of them. Majority of them are horrible. I still want my weapon testing area, but, then what's the point of microtransactions if you can test which weapon is good and just buy one?
Yeah.
But yeah, so they added new mods, some new warframes, and then the biggest thing is they just dropped... is it Fields of
Plains of Edelion.
Yeah.
It's basically like a tiny sector. So, Warframe's huge, has all these maps. It's not as big as they make it look, but it's big. Right. And one of the parts of one planet is now an open world.
And it's like it gives you a decent amount of play area.
They basically just copy Destiny like they do with everything. Excuse me. It's true.
I can't say that's untrue. Yeah, so it gives you a pretty large play area in comparison to the missions you normally run. It's only one faction that you're going up against, so it can get a little repetitive, but they added some stuff in there. Some pretty interesting, kind of fun. You can go spearfishing. You can mine stuff. It's not just...
You can't even do that in Destiny.
It's like a real MMORPG.
Destiny's smart enough to know, the kids don't want to do that crap. You're right, I don't want to do that crap.
You need material from certain types of fish to make some good weapons. But,
We'll stream it. You're here. We might as well stream it.
Right.
We'll do Welcome to Warframe. We'll bring it back. We'll show you guys what's up. Oh boy. Also, questions.
Warframe is complicated, Roman.
Yeah. Warframe is complicated. It took me a while to get into it. What's my opinion on Brawlhalla?
It's fun.
It's not. Yeah, it's
That's
fun.
Pretty much all.
It's not competitive. It's not tight. One of the things that Melee has going for it, Super Smash Bros. Melee, is that it is tight. One of the things that Nidhogg has for it is that it's tight. These games they feel very tactile. When you press the button, something happens, and it's immediate. Lethal League is tight. Everything is very specific, right? Brawlhalla is loose. It's I'm I don't know, every time I move around, it's very arcadey. It feels like Brawl, which is why it's called Brawlhalla. And I don't like Smash Bros. Brawl. I like Smash Bros. Melee. I like Project M. I like Nidhogg. I like Lethal League. I don't like these floaty style games, which I think these floaty style games make it easier for casual players because it's kind of you can button mash, it kind of just works. It's okay though. It's free play, so who cares? At one point, I was really getting into it, but I only played it one day, two or 3 days actually, and then I kind of just stopped. I probably won't go back to it either, unless someone just wants to play me in it locally.
Kind of boring.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like I'm really gaining that much or learning that much. Smash Bros. I don't know. It just has more going for it. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It just feels better to me. There are games like that, though, that are coming out that I'm excited about, which, I don't know, maybe we'll talk about another time. Where are you guys at? We're here in Boston, my house. Shane, what's your favorite KH game and character? Man, Freezer, you're literally obsessed. I kind of love it. Favorite KH game is just 2. I have only played 4 of them. KH1, KH2, Chain of Memories on the Game Boy. With the cards. And I played part of the PSP one or whatever, which I think was Birth by Sleep or something like that, but I didn't finish it. Favorite character, off the top of my head, probably just Roxas. Probably. Sora's too much of like, Donald, Goofy! So, yeah, probably Roxas, but I don't really remember the game that well either, so I'm actually rewatching videos for it now. Anyway, what's your opinion on Until Dawn? We are in the middle of playing that. It's been a while since we played it. It is the game I want to play.
Played any of it.
Yeah, I like it though so far. Yeah, I think it's really good. We could probably play it soon. I really like it. Do you know Until Dawn?
I have it, but I haven't played it yet.
I love it. I think it's great. We got it for free, I guess. Yeah, PlayStation Plus. Really, really enjoy it so far.
We haven't played that much of it, but it is good so far.
Yeah. Maybe we'll go back to streaming it. I was a big fan of it. I really liked it. Have you played Fortnite? Yes. Waiting for the Fortnite update where the guns actually shoot where you're aiming. Absolutely hate the gunplay in that game. I think it feels terrible. But overall, I think it's a fine game. Once they patch that, I'll be fine and I'll play it. I've been watching Heaven Clone's videos. Shout out to Heaven Clone. If he was here, I know I'd ask him to plug himself into the chat. But if you guys are interested in Fortnite, we have a Fortnite chat in the Discord. It's basically run by Vanquish and Heaven Clone. So if you guys want to check out their videos, the Fortnite stuff, they absolutely love it. And I like it. I just can't get behind the shooting. It just doesn't feel good. I can get better tactically, but if I can't even shoot someone, it drives me nuts. We also played a lot of, God, I love that game so much, The Last of Us multiplayer, Factions, and it feels similar in a lot of ways, but The Last of Us is just, woo! Yeah. It's up there. Best multiplayer I've ever played in my life.
Yeah, because it's so personal.
Yeah, I double down on that. 4v4. Everything feels so close and tight. You're like, oh god, oh man, what's gonna happen? Mag was a great time too, but anyway, I always bring it back.
Awesome's here.
Talk about it. Awesome. I don't believe it. This is a lie. Awesome says BallisticPheonix eyes.
Huh? Yo.
Hold on. Chain, what do you think of KH song, characters, gameplay? Too many questions. Your thoughts on Nintendo Switch? Absolutely love it. I've been playing Breath of the Wild. Watch my top 5 video. You'll see where that got placed. Thoughts on the PS2? Thoughts on PlanetSide 2 or PlayStation 2? Answer me that and I'll give you the answer. Rechain Memories on PS2 didn't bother on Game Boy. Yep, not worth it. Don't play it. Jordan, WTF. Thoughts on the N64? I got an N64. This is actually a fun answer. I got an N64 after I got, I think, a Wii. Does that ring a bell? I think I got it after. Oh, I was in Voorhees at the time, so you actually weren't there. Okay. I got an N64 at least after GameCube, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I played some really classic games on there, but I really liked the N64. I like Nintendo. I've always loved Nintendo. I stopped liking them at the Wii. I had a Wii. I have lots of games for the Wii, and then from that point on, once they kind of started to fall off, never got a Wii U, and then I got a Switch. And I absolutely love the games. So, Switch, N64, shout out to Just a Pancake, who's just a pancake. Oh, he's a great KH channel, cool. GameCube, where are the GameCube games on the Switch? Yo, you're asking me, dog. I'm waiting. Double Dash, where's it at? Melee, where's it at? Oh my god, there's so many other incredible games. There's a lot of games that we played back in the day. That's all we had with GameCubes.
Yeah.
You stole my games. Sonic DX. You stole that one from me. Tales of Symphonia. There's so many great games on the GameCube. I absolutely love it. Thoughts on Nintendo DS? Never had one. What do you think is better, PC or PS4? It depends on for what. Reliability, the PS4. And for like exclusives, the PS4, I would say. But the PC has a vast library of games that cannot be matched, and you can do whatever you want. So that's why I have both. Don't play on my PC, but I have an absurd amount of games on my PC. Not as much as this one. Actually, I still have as much as you, don't I? Yeah. But I don't.
Working on it.
Yeah, but he plays a lot more. Remember, you can always play my games. Don't care. Yeah. Happy New Year. Until Dawn, great. Roman, lols. Nintendo Switch, Chain. Are you into games like Ratchet and Clank, Prince of Persia, and Sly? Those are different games, though I do understand what you're getting at. Absolutely love Sly Cooper. I have the new Ratchet and Clank. Haven't played it yet. I've been waiting to kind of sit down and play it. It's a game that I don't want to play by myself. I want to play it with someone because it's a fun game. Even though it's a single player game, I want to like sit down and kind of like enjoy it because it's like more movie like. So I think that would be cool. And Prince of Persia, last Prince of Persia game was on PS3.
I played the original Prince of Persia, like one that was on PC.
Oh God. Yeah, no. Side scroller, right?
I remember that game. It was a side scroller kind of platformer kind of thing. It was like the platforming was terrible.
Is this yours?
Yeah, I was like,
platforming was terrible. You would like try to jump over a pit of spikes, like a normal sized pit of spikes, but nope, you fall in.
Yeah. Prince of Persia. It's been a. I mean, they're different. They're very different. I remember playing Sands of Time. I remember it looking really edgy because of that one. I think it was the third one. And it has the guy with the sword and like I think that's him. And then I played the Prince of Persia on PS3.
Is that the King? It's I know the one you're talking about because he gets the weird dark powers with the
yeah. Sands of Time was the case with him just running and he has the sword. And then the next one was
he
him.
had the King's sword.
Yeah, and there were like chains around him or something like that too.
Yeah, like that's his. All right, I enjoyed playing. I don't remember too much about the game because it was forever ago. But that game was edgy. The combat was fun, and like it was a twist because you go from hey, I can reverse time, so if I fall to my death, I can stop that. To like this awesome like combat-driven game, switch between your sword to like whip.
Did you play the
Yeah, I didn't like it.
The reimagining or whatever you want to call it. The reboot. was pretty bad. The combat was okay, but like the rest of the game was pretty bad.
I didn't like him as a character.
Yeah, he was pretty bad as a character.
Yeah.
It was Nolan North, which I love Nolan North, but the character itself was like Drake. He literally was like Drake.
Yeah.
From Uncharted.
I didn't like his style. I also didn't really like the style of the game, like the graphics, the way it looked. Everything
it was like water.
feathery,
it was like watercolory, which is cool, but not from what it came from.
Right.
Something I'm just realizing: you don't like when characters lose their edginess. I hate Devil May Cry. Excuse my language, Mom. I'm sorry if you're watching. Dante's a douche. He is not nice. He's a jerk. I don't like him.
Every male character in the Devil May Cry universe is a douche.
I know, it's
even
terrible.
Neo is.
They're so annoying. They're literally like your classic like entitled like yeah I'm Chad. They're all like that, and it's like dude I don't want to play as you guys. Are so annoying, and you were like hey, these guys are so cool, and I'm like no they suck. Like they're literally absolutely terrible. It's probably because I was playing a lot of Japanese games, and those characters are a lot different, and I think they're a lot more varied because you get a party of people and they're all different, and the hero usually needs help. Like the hero's usually about getting a party and needing help, where these games are about like I'm super badass. It's
I'm
like
gonna kill you and make a weapon.
Yeah, and then Dante Devil DMC came out.
Yeah.
Devil May Cry remake or wasn't even which you liked, but not as much as the old ones.
Even though he was still to the end of the game, you see more of the like OG Dante coming out, so I didn't mind it. But like my favorite thing of the combo system.
I don't want to talk about it. Oh, okay. I don't want to talk about it. I played that game and I stopped playing. Same reason why I can't stand Castlevania Lord of Shadows 2. Bad game. You walked around as a rat half the game.
That was annoying. Oh my god! When you went to change the stupid look on his face and his hair looked all feathery, I'm like,
they ruined that game.
Yeah.
Wii Fit. Have I played it? Of course. Do I like it? Don't remember. I still have it. The balance board's at my mom's house. Sly Cooper is bae. Couldn't agree more. Have I played Call of Duty World War II? No. I probably won't. I do. I don't hate Call of Duty. We played Black Ops 3 and I liked it. The story was. I liked the story. I know people don't like it. I was fine with the. I can't remember what he says. What is the line that he says? Like the forest, the white forest. He's like, I don't know. I liked it. I liked the sci-fi stuff, and I know people didn't like it. Whatever. I enjoyed it. But yeah, I didn't play World War II. I'm not really that interested. I think that Call of Duty should start releasing demos. Because I think when someone plays it, if they get hooked on it, then they'll buy it. And I think I'm one of those people that would get hooked on those games. But knowing that it's a rehash, it's not a rehash. They're changed and they're different every single year, especially because different developers. I'm just not that into it. So I don't want to spend that much money every single year when there's a whole bunch of games that I think have more interesting stories for myself. Anyway, yes, sorry, Mom, for watching this. What's your favorite game at the moment? My favorite game at the moment that I'm currently playing is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Played it all day today. Love it. Not all day, but I played it a lot today. I played it a lot yesterday. Okay, it's 9:56. Oh, yeah. I said, Assassin. Where do you see Assassin?
Oh, Nishan Lee. I mean, I have bad eyesight.
What? That doesn't even look like Assassin.
I couldn't see.
But Nishan, what's up? Nishan, nice to see you. It is 9:54 p.m. here in Boston. We're not going to stream up till midnight, but I know a lot of you guys are in different time zones. Some of you guys are saying at the time it's already the new year. Happy New Year for those that it's going for. What is that game about? What? It's like Minecraft. Legend of Zelda? This is something that I do find really interesting, though, is that people don't know Legend of Zelda. Because the last Legend of Zelda was on the Wii U, Skyward Sword, and nobody had a Wii U. And the one before... No, Skyward Sword wasn't even on the Wii U. Skyward Sword was on the Wii. So if you didn't have a Wii, or if you did have a Wii and you just didn't know Legend of Zelda, people who are way younger than us, like if you're 5 years younger than us, if you're 20, if you're 18, you probably haven't played those games, which is mind-blowing.
It's none of the Game Boy ones, the other Nintendo console ones.
Well, the other Nintendo console ones start on GameCube. And I was like 7 when I had a GameCube.
Yeah.
And people had the Wii, but people's moms bought the Wii. People didn't have the Wii because it was like, oh, I'm a gamer. You know what I mean? So it's just like different. No, you didn't offend me. You didn't offend me.
I am offended.
I don't even know why you're offended. You didn't play any of the Legend of Zeldas. I'm not offended. It's just interesting. I never thought about how people probably don't know about Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is an incredible game. I can try and stream it. I don't know if I'm able to. Nintendo's pretty... I mean, I can just stream it through my capture card. But Nintendo's pretty crazy. But I absolutely love that game. We can talk about it another time. I can dive deep into each game that I put on my top 5 list. So if you haven't seen my top 5 list, go ahead and check on that. And I'll put gameplay up and things like that. They didn't like take anything down for that. So check that out. But great question. I can dive into that another time. Okay, thank you for the questions. Feel free to ask more questions. We know what games you've been playing. Anthony, what games have you been playing for the last couple days, because you go through games every single day. So tell me, what games have you been playing last couple of days?
I bought the whole Sakura bundle.
Nice, Sakura Clicker. Nobody even knows what that is. I mean, I know, but I'm sure some of you guys
probably not enough people know what that is to even make it worth it. I've been playing... What was I playing before I started replaying XCOM 2?
XCOM 2?
Yeah, XCOM 2.
I saw you play...
I'm playing the Long War mod, which makes it a lot longer.
Yeah.
Of the war.
You were playing Darkest Dungeon.
Darkest Dungeon. Pillars of Eternity.
These are all PC games. I mean, Darkest Dungeon is on PS4 as well, and so is XCOM 2, but they're PC games. Yeah. What else were you playing?
I played a short game. Human Fall Flat.
Oh, I've heard that's good. And it's 2-player as well. It's multiplayer.
I think it's even 4-player.
Maybe.
I watched someone play it with 4 people.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Yeah.
It's pretty short, but it's definitely a great game for like a party.
Should I get it? It's
on
sale.
If you want to play it together.
Yeah, it's on sale.
If you're playing it by yourself.
No, the 3 of us can play.
Let's do it.
Cool. Any other games?
Sexy Brutale.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that was really good.
Sexy Brutale.
That's also on PS4 as well. Explain that.
We can talk about that later.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
Because that was that was one of my contenders for top 5, but it's not one of my top 5.
Great segue. Let's talk about top 5s. We're going to actually go through Anthony's top 5s. If you guys don't know Anthony, why did this get... That's weird. Chain, I sent you a friend request and you didn't add me. Nishan, add... If you're on... join Discord and ask me to do it there. Like, PM me or DM me or whatever it is and let me know, and I'll do it. I don't know. Like, I logged on today and I had 99 new friend requests. Like, so it's pretty difficult to figure all that stuff out. So I want to talk about not top 5s, games that didn't make top 5. So again, if you've played, if you've seen the video for my top 5 games that I played this year, 2017, I don't want to talk about it because there's a video about it, and I plan on making another video or doing another stream, maybe like diving into those top 5 games. If anyone wants me to add them on PlayStation, I'm not gonna be able to do it here. Discord's the best way because you can DM me and then we can do it over another time. Also, Freezer, I'm pretty sure I'm friends with you. Anyway, so let's talk about games that I didn't put on the list this year, and there are not too many. There are 8 games that I didn't put on the list that I wanted to, but issues came up and things like that. So I want to talk about those. Then we can talk about games that we didn't play and games that we want to play. I have a whole bunch of those. We're not going to go through all of them, but we'll just talk about a couple of them and things like that. And mostly you and I will talk about this. But you may have heard of those games or played those games. Some of you played, I know.
Some of them I wanted to play and I didn't.
Sure, yeah. So we'll go back and forth. I'll do one, you'll do one. And a lot of you guys know these games, so I'd love to hear what you guys think about these games as well. If they go on your top list or anything like that. Nishan, you're already getting at one of them. Just spoilers, BLR is not on the list. I did not play BLR this year. I played it a little bit, actually, I guess, a couple times.
Also... the parameters for Game of the Year.
Yeah, this is Game of the Year. These were almost my Game of the Year. Right. So, great. So, I'll start. This game I did a review for. It was early 2017. Really, really enjoyed it. Incredible combat. Fun combat. I don't want to say incredible. It's not like super great, but it's a lot of fun. It's a ridiculous story, and there is a new game coming out next year that I'm really excited for. Did a video for it. That's God of War 3 remastered on the PlayStation 4. If you have not played God of War before, highly recommend getting God of War 3 remastered. You don't have to know 1 and 2. It does start off from 2, but there are enough videos that are like, what happened in God of War 1? What happened in God of War 2? And God of War 1 and 2 are old enough that it's like, they're a little cringy. God of War 3 is just great. Like, it's nuts. If you're not 17, you probably shouldn't play it. It's nuts. Though, if you're 16 or 15 and your mom lets you get it, fine. But it's a great game. Like, I absolutely loved it. I played it when Elizabeth Kate was here. If you guys know who that is, Scarlet EK. She has her own YouTube channel. And it was just a blast. You have not played God of War, right? You have played God of War?
I haven't played 3, though.
I absolutely love this game.
Yeah.
I would recommend, actually, since you're here...
I watched my brother play parts of 3, so I did see some pretty intense stuff.
It's really... You would love it. It's like your kind of game. It's like very... It's button mashy, not in a bad way, but it's button mashy in like a... You feel powerful. Like, there are games where you're button mashing and it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. This is one of those games where you're just like, die! And it feels great. It's just so good. I absolutely love it. It's crazy. It's very fun. It's crazy, though. The graphics look a lot better. The only awkward thing with remasters is when the cutscenes are pre-rendered. So you have this, like, 720 at max. Like, at max, it's like HD. Not full HD, not Ultra HD, which is 4K and 1080p respectively, but it's like 720 at max. This was like I don't know, 540 or whatever it is. I don't know what before that, or 560 or something. But
it reminds you that it's a remaster.
Yeah, it does. It gives you appreciation. Absolutely love the game, though. And I'm pumped for God of War, the new one, the Norse one, coming out. Oh yeah.
you should put that.
Oh, there's a video with us. With our,
oh.
yeah. I mean, we don't have the photos. I can put the photos up on Discord though. Absolutely love it though. Absolutely love it.
I'm psyched for that game. That's like one of the games I'm really, really pumped for.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I did a review, so if you guys are interested in seeing it, check it out. It's on the channel. Just type in God of War, Chain Gear Gaming, or Chain Gear, God of War, or whatever. Or just scroll through the channel. It's there. Anthony, what's a game that was going to be on your top 5 list, but is not?
I was thinking of saying these separately, but I'm just going to put them in together because they're both strategy games.
Oh, you're going to put 2 in the same?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to go through 8 games, so...
Okay, well,
I don't know how many games you have that you're not putting in your top 5.
I guess in that case I'll start with Stellaris, who people probably don't know that game.
Yeah, I think I remember you talking about it, though.
Yeah, it is a... it's a real-time strategy game. You can like stop the game, like pause it, but it's real-time strategy. And it's essentially you start on a planet, your civilization starts on a planet, and...
Oh, I remember this. You had some crazy stories. Like huge like empires were like coming in out of nowhere, and yeah, that was cool. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, like the game is like you have your own fleet of ships. You have like science ships who either do research or they just like discover new planets. And then you have engineering ships who can build like outposts for you and different things like that. And you go out and you're trying to essentially once you get a planet, it's in your not airspace, I guess your space.
You mean like your
your region, I guess, region of space.
Like your empire kind of owns
like
thing.
in terms of like planets you own, you have like a certain space around it where planets around that you can also own and get resources from. And you just pretty much keep expanding, and
so it's kind of like Civ in some ways. It sounds like
that was going to be the other game I mentioned.
We'll talk about Civ, but
you start expanding, and then you meet other civilizations. You don't know anyone at first. You meet other civilizations. You have pirates attacking you, so you have to build a fleet of ships. Yeah, space pirates. Of course, there's space pirates. And you want to keep expanding, and then you eventually meet all the different civilizations, and there's all different types of races who survive on different types of planets. All the different types of planets are like different kinds of temperatures and climates, and like you can't really expand to a thing that's like not your races are not acclimated to, and you have to just figure out how to expand your empire. And you can also form federations with other civilizations, and like there's pretty much 3 ways to win. Either you and your empire own 60% of the map, literally 60% of all the planets.
That's huge.
You own 40% of all the planets by yourself, or something else.
So you own
like
60. You own 60% with like allies.
Yeah.
Okay. Or you own 40% just your empire.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think the last one is literally just like you wipe out everyone.
Nice.
Yeah,
and that's just like how that is the game, and there's also online and everything else.
It's interesting because they don't really have those kind of games on PS4 at all. Like I played a lot of games like that.
It would be really hard to do something like that.
I think people think that a lot, but I've played a lot of RTSs on PS3. Surprisingly, they had a War of something. You probably don't remember that. I played an RTS on PS4 or PS3. Sorry. And there was also Red Faction. Not Red Faction.
That's not an RTS.
I'm not thinking Red Faction. I'm thinking Red Alert.
Red Alert.
What is that? Yeah, Command and Conquer. Command and Conquer was on like PS2 and a couple other things. But I do miss RTSs. I do miss those like strategy games.
There's just like so many.
Yeah.
So many. What is it? Dashboards, UI.
Yeah.
There's so many different screens you can go on. There's just a lot going on that I feel like I don't even know how you would.
I mean, maybe not that game specifically, there's ways to get around it, and I do miss those styles of games that are on just a different level. There's like PS4.
There's just so much going on.
Yeah, consoles usually is like, you're this character. Like, this character. Or maybe you're a party of 4. You know what I mean? Like, you're not like a
nation.
Yeah. Dreadnought is actually a new game that's out, free to play. And I haven't played it yet, but you're like a ship, and apparently you can get like an armada. And I guess that's kind of close, but I haven't played it yet, so I'm not sure. Cool. Awesome. And we already kind of got a hint of your next game. We won't talk about that yet, though. Next, different game. Also, question from Nishan. From Roman. Monitor or TV for gaming? Depends. I love gaming on my TV when it's 4K. It's not an HDR TV, unfortunately, but it's a 4K. I have a 60 hertz port, so I can have 4K 60 frames with my PS4 Pro on a giant television. It's just gorgeous. But when I'm playing like FPS or like Paladins or even Paragon, sometimes I want to break out the monitor. Unfortunately, this is an ultra wide that we're looking at right now. I know right now you guys are seeing this in 1080p, so it's like a normal normal widescreen monitor that you'd probably see, or a television. This is ultra wide, so instead of it being like like this, it's like this. And I absolutely love it. It's great for gaming on PC, but it's not good for anything else. And like PC is what it's good for. It's not good for anything else. But I do have another monitor over there, which is actually your monitor, which I never really use. But yeah, no, I do. Monitors are great because you can make them faster. Response time is faster. I used to only game on a monitor, but I love my TV, so it's pretty hard to rid me from it. Cool. Let's talk about the next game. This next game you've played a lot of. Yeah. You actually played some of it. Did you?
I did the whole thing.
You beat that game?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you beat it on the hardest difficulty. Yeah.
Also,
yeah, you got the
trophy.
There's a trophy that's like.
Got that
1% of people have.
Is that the run?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Anthony got
I
it.
got that trophy for it.
Yeah. I every time someone's like, I don't think I can beat it. Kate was like, I don't think I can beat this, and I was like, I don't know, dude. Anthony literally just got out of nowhere and just kind of beat it. Like,
well, I literally had never played the game before.
Yeah.
That was
painful. Anthony's learning curve is steep, dude. It's just like, what is this game? It's mine. It's nuts, dude. It's nuts. Titanfall 2. Is what we're talking about. Don't think I actually mentioned it. Love Titanfall 2. It was an incredible game. I thought the campaign was good. It wasn't great, but I think it was good, especially coming from a campaign that didn't exist in the first one. But in terms of gameplay, I think it's great. I absolutely love the wall running, all the different abilities. The guns feel really good. Apparently, rumors are there's going to be a third one. EA bought the Respawn, the guys that made it, so we'll see, right? We'll see what happens. To be fair, though, Respawn, EA does have a tendency to ruin studios in the long run. In the short run, they do have a tendency to make great games.
I mean,
one of the
Dead
best
Space 3.
The best right in the long term. The best Dragon Age that's out there is Dragon Age Inquisition. That's under by far. Yeah, by far. Dragon Age 1 is great for a different reason. The only reason that they could even make Dragon Age Inquisition was because of EA. Dragon Age 1 was perfect in terms of what they wanted for RPG elements. Dragon Age 2 was perfect for what they wanted for action, and then Inquisition was the molding of the two. I still didn't like the action in it, but that's what they wanted, and I enjoyed it. It was a good game.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to sit there and freak out about it. We'll see. They do have a larger budget now, so hopefully they can make a bigger, better game, and hopefully it doesn't get riddled with microtransactions. But Titanfall 2 was great. Absolutely loved the multiplayer, but I stopped playing mostly because the skill gap was huge.
I've never played multiplayer on that.
These guys were nuts. We were okay at the game.
I got I stayed playing and got pretty good.
He says this. I'm talking, but have you seen these people?
All right, so I'm not
flying?
talking top tier, never touch the ground and murder everyone.
That's what I'm saying. These people, people are bunny hopping everywhere. You can watch videos of people who are I watched videos on how to do this stuff, and people are skating around the map.
That's how I had to beat the.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and
that was one good run.
Yeah, that took you an hour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hard, and people are just doing this normally on PlayStation.
Right.
I'm not talking people are doing this on keyboard easily, but not easily. But on PlayStation, people are doing it. Like the guys that were doing it on PC were like, oh yeah, let me just show you guys how to do this. You just take this and you just press this button and you get in the groove of it, and then you're like skating all over the place, like just grappling on things and slingshotting themselves around. It's nuts. Still, I think the game is great. I think it feels really good. I kind of upset that I never got to play the Frontier PvE mode.
Right.
I think if that comes out of the gate for Titanfall 3, I think we'll play it a lot.
Yeah, because like I got into it super late.
Mode?
Yeah.
And like so by the time I got into it, you're like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
So I let it.
Yeah. We played it a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was. I mean, it was a really.
I also had no other games to play at the time, so I just dove in.
Titanfall 2 is honestly one of the best shooters of 2017, I think.
Yeah.
And they never stopped putting content out for that game.
Right.
Like, they kept going and kept going. Late into its life cycle, they added in that Horde mode.
Yeah.
That's nuts. And so I wish I would have had more time to play with it and things like that, but I wasn't that interested after a while. But it felt really good. It feels like Call of Duty in the good ways, where it's fast and frenetic and tactile. But the time to kill is longer. And so I like that. I like games where I feel like there's more strategy and you have to think about whether you want to stay in the engagement.
And then there's
or
that
leave.
additional element with your Titan.
Exactly. Yeah. So I like the game. I thought it was great.
I agree.
Cool. Anthony, what is your second?
Civ 6.
I actually don't think I saw you play Civ. I must not have been here, or maybe you just played it one day and you absolutely loved it. But I don't think I saw you play it.
I played it for at least a week, I think.
Must have been that week I wasn't around.
Because those games take a long time.
Yeah.
Because it's a Civilization game.
I don't know if you guys know Civ. Civ's not. It's only PC, but
it's like a long-running series.
yeah. I think most people know Civ. My roommate, I wish he would have met Joe. He's in military. Loves Civ, and people who like Civ, they like their specific ones.
Yeah, this is the only one I played.
Did he say Rainbow Six? No, Civ 6. Civilization 6. Not Rainbow Six. I know everybody loves Rainbow Six. Haven't played it. Still don't think I'd really like it.
I think I played the first one and it was great, but I don't really remember it.
I never played Siege.
Rainbow Six, Las Vegas.
Oh, Siege is completely different.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Siege is a first-person search and destroy game, basically. People love it. I know it's good, and people have said that it's great. I don't want to pay to get involved yet. People are really good, though I hear that it's the only game so far that lost a whole bunch of people and then gained an absurd amount of people. It almost has the same amount of people that are playing Overwatch, which is nuts. Wow. They keep adding new characters and things like that. Only thing I don't like about it is that if you die, it's over. You have to just sit there in the match, and there are no other game modes. I just don't like that kind of stuff. Yeah. It just bothers me. But this means I'll never play.
Stupid long respawn time and Paragon.
Yeah. Paid to win. I've never heard pay to win. I've never heard that. But I don't. Anyway, Civ 6. Anything you want to say about Civ 6? Why it was on your list of almost top 5?
People who don't know about Civ, it's a 4X game.
It's a what?
4X.
What does that mean?
I think it's the hexagonal grid.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
And it's not RTS, but so it's like turn-based strategy.
Yeah.
Instead, but it's a very similar concept where you're just building up your civilization, and then, although in that game the win conditions are different. There's actually like a ton of different win conditions. Like there's a science one where you do a ton of research and you do enough research, and you literally. I think you have to do like a suborbital flight, and then go to the moon, and then set up a colony on Mars.
In Civ 6?
Yeah.
Which one is Civ 6?
The newest.
What's it called? You know? It doesn't have
No, it's just Civilization 6. And it ends the way you win the side's victory is by setting up a colony on Mars or something, or on the moon. But then there's also culture victory, where pretty much it's just you have these huge the Sydney Opera House and a bunch of stuff like that. Then there's just military victory where it's just just kill everyone.
Yeah.
and there's like a bunch of different type of victory conditions. It's good, but I definitely would not put it in my top 5.
I played a Civ a long time ago. Really, when I was playing like Roller Coaster Tycoon and a couple others like games that are very PC centric, like you have a mouse and you're scrolling across like large maps. I don't remember it very well, but I do kind of miss those games a lot.
Oh, also one of the things I just loved about it was the soundtrack.
Oh, people love
the soundtrack. Is so good.
I was listening to the Nier Automata soundtrack, also my top 5. Figure out what that is. And in the comments, it was like I literally have a hard time pressing the start button because I want to listen to the music so much. And then the following comments on that comment were all like, I never want to stop listening to the Fallout one. I never want to stop listening to this. And Civ was on there a couple times, so I know people love this soundtrack.
But their soundtrack's amazing.
Did want to mention Nashawn. I see your comments there. Payday 2, apparently you say is the best. Payday 2 on PS4 is jank. It's bad. I played that. Did you ever play with us?
No.
Me and my roommates all played together because my one roommate Rob, it was the only game he would play with us, and he would play it, and I could not stand that game. It was so jank. It's fun but broken. And I know on PC it had a ton of patches and additions, and it's all H3's in it now. But on PS4 it's jank. Also GTA 5 I've heard incredible things about now. I've heard like the amount of content that they've given, which is crazy.
For the multiplayer?
Yeah, it's huge. Like
I haven't. Maybe I should get back into it.
I mean, massive. I mean, like literally every single and the Doomsday like whatever edition is like. I mean, it's basically story because you can play it in like a environment where there aren't other people. I keep thinking about getting back into it, but I'm only going to do it if I can get 2 or 3 other people to play with me.
I've got it.
You have GTA 5?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. For PS4?
Yep.
Did you have it for PS3?
No.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, so me and my roommates had it for PS3, and we played PS3. And then when it came out for PS4, we already didn't like online, so we just decided not to buy it. But, I mean, apparently it's gotten so much better, so, yeah. But the Doomsday or Doomday or whatever, great. I've heard really good things about it. Cool. This next one, game you and I played a lot of, and it almost got there. I just really liked it. I thought it was a really great game.
Still haven't beat it.
Didn't beat it. It was hard. It's very hard.
Yeah.
And it's really hard with 2 people. It's definitely easier with 1.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's fun. It's hard to get out of. I'd actually like to see you guys play it because I think you'd really like it. But Enter the Gungeon. We streamed it once before. It is a top-down twin stick shooter, and it's just a lot of fun. If you have some friends that you would, it's only 2-player, I think. I don't think it's 4-player.
Just 2.
Yeah, but if you have a friend that you want to play with, it's not online. It's just local, but it is very fun. I'm a huge fan of it. Yeah, it's a ton of guns. Everything's literally a parody of just guns. So it's the Gungeon, like the dungeon, but everything is guns. So you're fighting bullets that have guns. And there are also bullets that are guns, and it's crazy. It's just nuts.
There's the bullet gun.
Yeah.
That literally shoots out the word bullet.
Yep.
And says bullet.
There's a shotgun that shoots shotguns. It's so fun. It's so fun.
There's the skateboard one, which always whenever you shoot it says red.
Yeah, and there are 4 classes. And you can. There's DLC coming out for it. There's 4 classes. The soundtrack's really great. I love it. I think it's great. It's a roguelike, but it doesn't carry on. Like, it carries on every time you play. So, like, you unlock things, but there are no stats that carry on. So it's very much a rogue. It's a roguelike. You know, it's not a roguelite or anything like that. Like, when you die, it's over. But the game world persists. So if you unlock weapons. Yeah, but you can't just get the weapons. You have to find the weapons inside the gungeon. So, but it's fun. It's quirky. It's a good story. So I recommend. Definitely recommend. It's a good game. I definitely think both of you. I think you guys should try playing.
That was the one you were streaming when I actually jumped in and watched your stream.
Oh, funny. Yeah, it's good. Cool. Paladins, I played a lot. Nashawn, I love that game. Keep on playing.
It's a good game.
Unless OB64 ruins everything. The new update. What's your next game, if you have a next game?
Sexy Brutal.
Sexy Brutal, yeah. Tell me, this game came out for PS4 as well. I kept hearing about it, but I didn't play it. So
I played it with a controller on my PC.
Nice. So tell us a little bit about it. What's the game like?
It is. It's very unique. It's very unique. It's a. It's a puzzle game.
Cool.
The premise is you're in this mansion/hotel called the Sexy Brutal, and I guess it's not a hotel. I guess it's just like a mansion, and you're trying to prevent the deaths of a bunch of the guests, all of whom you know. At least all of whom know the main character. You don't really have much of the story at the beginning. But what you have to do is you have to go and track. Essentially, you have to stop them from being killed, but you can't directly interact with any of the characters. You cannot be in the same room as any of the characters at the same time.
Yeah, ever?
Ever.
Wow.
Huh.
Except, I mean, there's like, what is it, not cupboards? No, dressers.
Mm-hmm.
And you can, like, hide in a dresser. So I guess in that case you can be in the same room. But other than that, like, you can't be seen by
them. Okay. Why?
I don't really know. I don't know if they really explain that.
Interesting.
And yeah, so you can't be seen by anyone. So you have to literally go into the room over, look through the keyhole, and see what people are doing and where they're going.
To stop people from dying.
Yes. There's more than that. And you can
why can't you just go in and be like, "You're gonna die, run!"
I feel like that's the kind of behavior you do when you're playing.
Because then it wouldn't be a puzzle game, and then
that's weird. Okay,
it would be the easiest thing to win.
Fair.
Ever. You just be like, "Hey, I just gotta shoot you."
I just feel like there could be story
Don't let
like
him shoot you.
You're going back in a time, and like you can't mess up like the time paradox or something like that. But instead, it's just like you can't be seen. Why? Meh.
Actually, theoretically, you do create a bunch of paradoxes because these people are supposed to die.
Well, yeah.
And then you stop them from dying.
Whatever. I'm just saying. I just feel like
you get like all these abilities. Like you start out, you can just look through keyholes. You see the path. You have like a map. You can see at exactly what time someone's where, if you see them at least.
Sure.
And you can also like just hear people,
Mm-hmm.
walking around. First person, perfect example is there's a guy who's like a clockwork guy, like an engineer kind of guy, and he's like looking. He like breaks into some guy's safe. He looks in the safe, and then he's just like, "Oh no, it's not here." We like no context. Like, "Oh no, it's not here." So he goes into like a chapel, and like he's in front of like just like the altar or whatever. He's on the altar, and then when they first show you, where you
are they killing each other?
No, it's the.
There's a killer.
No, it's all of the staff.
The staff is killing them?
Yeah, all of the staff kills
the guests.
The guests.
Do you know this when you play, or are you learning?
Yeah.
You already know.
Yeah, because you have to. Well, like I said, with the first one, you don't really know what's happening.
So confusing. Okay.
The first one, you don't know what happened. You're just following the guy. who's gonna get killed,
and you can't be seen.
And then you look at him through the keyhole,
yeah.
and you can only see him, but you can see a speech bubble of the guy talking to him. But you can't see the guy because from the keyhole, and but then you just see like
is
he's
his
like,
voice
"Oh no!"
You're looking through a speech bubble and you see a word bubble.
Yeah.
Weird.
Whenever they're talking, it's just word bubbles.
Right.
And so then you just see him get shot and like go back, and then like the game stops. And it's like, oh shit, and then you go back in time, which is one of the main aspects of the game. Is you can go back in time. Then you that's when you find out. Oh, you want to look through the keyhole, and you look at it from another angle, and you see, oh, that's the staff guy in the corner.
Yeah.
Just shot him.
Yeah. So you just stop him from getting there.
Yeah. And so, so like at that point, you go back again, and then you see how he goes out into the altar, and you see if you're spying on the other guy, the staff member, you see him like staring through the keyhole to see that he's in there, and he's like, "Oh yeah, good." And then he goes back, and then you see the room where he gets the shotgun from.
Oh, okay.
And then you have to also know to get when the first guy, the guy who gets shot, opens up the safe, a blank drops out.
Okay.
Like a shotgun blank drops
yeah.
out. So you have to know to go and get the shotgun blank, then you go and put the shotgun blank in the shotgun, and then like you watch it unfold.
That's kind of cool.
And yeah, and then you're essentially just like saving all their lives. That's just like literally the first one.
Right.
But like that's the whole game, and it's just they have like really unique puzzles in it.
That sounds cool. I like that. I don't know if it's my kind of game. I don't know if I'd get it.
I didn't either, but it is really good.
Yeah, no, I believe it. I believe it. I mean, if it's on your top, you played a lot of games this year.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's almost on your top 5, and how many is this? You have like 10, including your top 5.
I didn't get everything, but
yeah, still is a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I think I have to watch some video footage of it to like really see it.
I don't know if you want to do that.
I don't know if I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've got a million games to play.
Yeah.
But which we
It's
will
short,
talk
by the way.
about. Cool. So let's talk about my next one. Do you have more still before your top 5? I just see your list is kind of short, but
yeah.
okay, cool. Okay, so what we're gonna try and do, I don't want this video to take forever. So here's what I think I'm gonna do. Also, I don't think there's that many people watching, and I do want to answer a couple more of you guys' questions. At least one came up, and I want to make mention. So we're gonna finish up games that didn't make our top 5. We'll have just a casual conversation about games that we missed, why we missed them, and if we're gonna play them next year or whatnot. And then we'll do a separate video on your top 5.
Okay.
That way it'll be a video, it'll be up, it'll be creamy. Top 5. That way we can kind of go in depth with those, and we can do like video footage because a lot of these games are PC, so when you're explaining them, I think it'd be better to have visual.
Actually, yeah.
Cool. So next game that I want to talk about, you guys know that I was obsessed with this game for a very small period of time. Only reason I didn't keep playing was because of the player base. You also played it with me.
Yeah.
I think it was one of the better shooters of 2017. I think Titanfall's great, but this game, it was just crazy. I mean, there was no game like it when it came to its style of shooting, and that was Lawbreakers. I really liked Lawbreakers. The only thing wrong with Lawbreakers was its play base. The mechanics, the gameplay was crazy. It felt so good.
Yeah.
And it felt balanced, too. It felt very balanced. But it just, the player base is 0, and every time I tried to play, in the beginning it wasn't 0. At the beginning, people were just upset about it being low, or it not being free to play anymore, so nobody bought it. But there were enough people playing it, especially on PlayStation 4, and then it just went to 0. I mean, when I go on, it's almost impossible. Then they made a competitive mode where you get ranked. That was actually pretty cool. Not enough people to actually get ranked, though. And so, I'm ranked something, but it doesn't matter because I can't actually play with people that are my rank. So it's pretty upsetting, but I absolutely love it. It's 0G in a lot of pockets of the map. So you fly, it's just first-person shooter. So you fly around with these class-based characters. Not class-based. They're hero-based. They're heroes, basically, or champions, or whatever you want to call them. Roles. Actually, it's role-based is how they said it. And so you can play as, for example, an enforcer. And the enforcer, there's a Kentaro or Axel, which is basically bad or good, the law side or the breaker side. Right. So there was 2 characters per role, but they were exactly the same, just different personalities. I really like the personalities. They all really grew on me. I didn't love the art style. They changed it. It used to be a lot more colorful and popped, and then they changed it to a more generic style. So there are a lot of issues, I think, with the game, but the biggest one is just the amount of people playing. Absolutely love Lawbreakers, though, and I think if more people played it, I would have kept playing, and I think it would have been a niche game that I would have played a lot of. You as well. What were your thoughts kind of going into this game? I mean, I know, again, we both stopped playing just because there weren't enough people playing, but
right.
Even when no one was playing and we were in the training, not the training, but the waiting area or whatever, we had a lot of fun with it.
Because, the game itself is just fun. And like you said, it was frustrating because we reached a point where we were literally jumping into games daily, and it was the same people we played with the day before.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they get, like you said, I don't think I played a shooter like this ever.
Yeah.
That 0G function caught me off guard because when you first started explaining it to me, and you're like, oh, it's free to play, get it. I'm like,
It wasn't free to play.
no, I'm sorry, we got it free.
No, we didn't get it free.
No,
No.
I didn't pay for it. Did you buy it for me?
I might have bought it for you.
Oh, well, I got it free.
That doesn't sound familiar either, though. How could I have bought it for you?
No,
I mean, it definitely wasn't free. No one got it for free.
Did you just play
I did not
it?
pay for this game.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I think you might have paid for it.
I don't think so.
Oh no, there was a buy one get one free online thing, and I remember that. I remember that.
Because
I gave you a code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Either way, it's $30.
yeah,
And so I paid $60 and got 2 codes for it. That's what it was.
and we jump into the game, and the first thing is I hit that 0G pocket. I'm like, what in the world is going on? I don't know what I'm doing. I can't move around. And then but they walk you through. They do a good job at teaching you how to play the game.
Yeah. Not in the beginning.
No,
The new tutorial is a lot better. In
and
the beginning, it was
they
bad.
gave you stuff for playing the tutorials. They gave you
that's
those
always
things. But yeah, the game is fast paced enough.
Yeah.
It's role based, so if you work together well as a team, you can dominate. And also, I think the thing I liked about it the most is no matter how far behind we were, we could turn a match around like it was nothing.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, and then it's funny because later into the game is when we really got the hang of the movement and everything. Like when you started doing the weak rolls, you start assassin weak.
Yeah. I absolutely love that.
Because I would just join in and play with you, and I'm just like, oh god.
Yeah, when I got good with the assassin, there's the skill cap is massive, and it's just great to feel like you know what you're doing. And I think one of the biggest things, there are 2 things, I'd probably make a video about this. I wonder if I can make a video out of a clip. Nah, I'll just do it later. But there are 2 major things that I think would be great to make Lawbreakers great for this next year. 2 major things. One, you gotta make it free to play. You gotta get more people playing it. Free to play or free on PlayStation Plus, doesn't matter. Free to play obviously will help the PC players, which it needs more than PS4. The PlayStation Plus will get enough people playing on PlayStation, and it's not a bad game. When people play it, they like it.
Right.
When people play it, they're like, "This is fun. This is great. It's hard." Yeah, and one of the biggest issues though is that if they play it and there's only the same people, those people are incredible. Lord Venomous, Sladius, those 2 guys I see online all the time. They're always in my games. These guys are insane. I can't pop into a game without getting demolished because those guys are in it, or demolishing because they're on my team, and it's nuts. And so, the second thing I would mention is adding a PvE portion of the game, and I know it's hard. A lot of people were saying that the reason that doesn't exist is because they have to script AI to fly around,
Right.
and that hasn't been done. That's just hard. Doing boots on the ground and having AI go around and do stuff is hard. This is super hard.
Right.
So
you've seen how the AI and Paladins are.
Oh yeah. I mean, some of the games that I love, Paladins AI is freaking stupid. The Paragon AI is stupid half the time. Yeah. They're ooh.
Your team is always stupid. So even when you up the difficulty, you still have.
Yeah. So if they spent some time with a PvE mode, as well as spent some time making the game free to play, I think it would make a huge difference. Adding content isn't going to help, generic content, more characters, more maps, more skins. It's not going to be enough. Skins could help, because apparently that is a big thing for people. It is microtransactions, though, so it's up to you. But I would say the biggest thing is PvE and making the game more accessible. $30 wasn't accessible enough because there's still a barrier of money. So hopefully we'll see a change come up. Real quick before we hop to your next game, Roman asked what did I get for Christmas. I got a PlayStation 4, I got a Nintendo Switch Pro controller, which is great. And you falling out of your chair? And I got a couple books, and I got one more thing, but I can't think of what it was. That was...
Oh, you got the Google thing.
Oh yeah, I got a Chromecast. I got a Chromecast Ultra. I don't know if you're still in the shot. Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that's what I got. You talk about? I don't know if you guys got things for Christmas.
Yo, I got some Kalamala Kalamata olives.
Oh, you're
I got some
Kalamata.
Greek olives. I really like olives. It's
Literally
good for me.
today.
Literally
Where did you get-
today.
Where did you get more olives?
Yeah. I got some nice clothes. I got some money.
You got a PlayStation. Yeah, you got a PlayStation
I
card.
got a PlayStation card.
And you got Horizon Zero Dawn because of it.
Oh yeah, and the Founders Pack for Paladins.
Oh
so,
yes.
Yeah. So
Those are good.
which was a good investment.
Yeah. I saw Nishan. You just said you got a PlayStation Pro and you got an Xbox One S. Wow. Congrats. I can't have two systems like that anymore because this doesn't seem worth it. The Switch is an exclusive platform. Like,
Yeah.
I buy it for the exclusives. The exclusives are great. Xbox doesn't have exclusives anymore. But still, congrats. Glad that you have one. And the PlayStation 4 Pro, seriously, incredible investment. Honestly, it's totally worth it. I think we're going to see like a PlayStation 5 come out kind of soon, just because the PlayStation 4 has been out for quite a while now, which is kind of weird to think about. But even so, like the PlayStation 4 Pro, the 4K HDR, it's incredible. Anthony, what did you get for Christmas?
Cooking.
You got
Stuff.
cooking?
I got cooking. That's what I started doing. I just started cooking.
Yeah, for Christmas.
I got I mean, like, legit, it's just boring. I literally just got cooking stuff.
Chopping boards.
I got a set of knives.
Pyrex bowls.
I saw that
I got
set of knives.
Really nice.
They are very nice knives. And, like, yeah, and cutting boards, bamboo cutting boards.
There you go. I gave you a gift. I gave you some chocolate.
Yeah.
I gave you something else too. I can't remember what it was.
Gave me a secondhand chocolate box.
What else did I give you? I did. I ate the first layer.
Second.
I regretted it. I gave you something else. I walked up to you and I gave you something. I can't
Were they
remember what it was.
olives?
No, he doesn't like olives.
No, I ate all
Anyway, I give Anthony random stuff because I don't want it anymore or something like that. Like my old headphones and stuff like that. It's not for Christmas though. But cool. Anthony, name another game.
Now, this is disappointing
Why?
because if I could put this game on the top 5, I would.
Oh, so this is
Last
like number
2 years.
6.
But, like, not even.
Like 5.5.
Like, this game could be in the top 5, but I can only have 5 in the top 5. What I'm trying to say is
Equal to one of the
Yeah.
games? Oh, okay. Okay. Wow.
Hollow Knight.
Yeah. I've heard good things. That's on Xbox as well.
I don't know.
Not on PlayStation 4, unfortunately.
Oh,
I
really?
think I'm gonna Google that. Please explain Hollow Knight.
It's that's not that's Halo Knight.
Prometheus showed up from Halo.
It is
I can spell.
it's like a Metroidvania game.
PS4?
Is it coming to PS4?
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe at some point.
Nintendo Switch.
Dude,
Man, I hate that. That's so
dude,
dumb.
Just play it on.
Why would you put it on the
Play it on
Switch?
your PC with a controller. That's
Why
what
would
I
you
do.
put it on the Switch?
Anyway, it's a Metroidvania game where you are the Hollow Knight. Actually, wait, no, you aren't the Hollow Knight. The Hollow Knight is a character. You are a little bug dude with a with not a sword but a nail. Every weapon in the game is essentially a different type of nail, and all of the enemies and all of the characters are like just different types of bugs, like beetles, flies, different things, but they look kind of like anthropomorphized. So like they're kind of, some of them are kind of like human-like or humanoid-like, but then some of them are totally just like bugs. And the game it's fluid. It's really fluid.
Yeah, I want to play it really bad.
It's very tactile.
Yeah.
And it just feels great. And the music's great. And the story's great. And it's just awesome.
I do plan on playing it.
And I would love to put it in the top 5, but I can't.
Probably gonna put it on the Switch.
I have it. Just
Yeah, I'm
play
probably gonna get on the
play
Switch.
it with a controller.
I'm probably gonna get on the Switch.
PC. Whatever, do whatever you want, man.
Maybe though. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I want to play it really badly. I love.
It's so good.
I love side-scrolling action games. One game that I never thought I was gonna like was Strider.
Oh.
Did you play that?
Yeah, I couldn't beat it. It was kind of difficult.
I love that game.
Yeah.
I beat that game. I platinumed it.
You platinumed it?
I platinumed that game.
I got I enjoyed the game, and then I got to the first boss, and I got beat up. Real bad.
I absolutely love Strider. Have you played Strider? It's on PC, I think.
No, you told me about it. Though I have it on my wish list. I think.
I love Strider. Yeah, I love it. But I really wanted to play Hollow Knight. Then didn't come to PS4.
It definitely would be one of the games of the
year. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. This next one is another first-person shooter that just didn't hold my attention. Had a lot of fun playing it though. Yeah. Played it with you. Played it with Kate. It was just a lot of fun. Yeah. Killing Floor 2. Killing Floor 2, made by, ported over by your boys at Hardsuit Labs. Shout out to Lord Alpha and the team. But I absolutely loved Killing Floor 2. It was so much fun. I just don't have a reason to really go back to it. It's just the same thing over and over again, and that's fun. But the only reason I would go back now is for trophy farming. Right. Not that I won't trophy farm. Don't get it twisted. But there are other games, and so after you play it a couple times, yeah. But it feels great. The animations are gorgeous. The guns are great. They feel good. The whole game feels.
The characters are interesting. The character customization is cool enough. Like just the voices of the character.
Yeah. I mean, I think the characters are interesting, but they also had this whack character customization that didn't work. They didn't have anything. Remember?
I think my English looking guy with his top hat and his gas mask.
But there were 3 things you could customize.
That's true.
And they had these boxes that you were supposed to be able to buy, and then you could never buy them. It's super awkward.
Well, I did get the hazmat suit.
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah,
that was from one
thing to figure that out.
I mean, it was really weird. The game was good. The game's great, and for PvE zombie shooter, it's great. It's not free, and frankly, it doesn't need to be. It's really, really good. I think it could go free if they wanted to and put tons of cosmetics and stuff in it, maybe. I don't think PvE games do that well with free-to-play.
I played it in early access, and it was great.
Yeah, it's a really good game. It feels really, really good.
That was before they even had customization and stuff.
Yeah, and they still don't really have customization. They really don't.
I really like that one gas mask.
Yeah, but that's it. Yeah. It's like a gas mask. It's that's it.
Everyone
it's
has
super.
My one
super
character
awkward.
looks really cool. But just saying.
Yeah, that's it. I'm just saying.
But there's probably a million other characters with the exact same look.
Exactly. There's no. I think I would have played more honestly. Yeah. If they had customization, I would have played more. Would have really got in there. One thing, they do support the game a lot. They had the Halloween carnival. They did. It was Krampus or whatever.
See, that's kind of awesome.
Yeah, I didn't play it, but honestly, I probably would have if someone else, if you had seen it and mentioned it. I probably would have played it.
I wonder who was skinned as Krampus.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it was a boss. I think it was a boss.
Yeah, I want to go see some footage with that.
I mean, it's still open. I'm sure we could play it.
Right, that's right. Because after the Halloween update it stayed up there for a while.
So they did Krampus for Halloween?
No, Christmas.
Oh,
but
they had a carnival one for Halloween. That was good. I mean, it was really interesting. They had the maps are interactive, just like maybe like Call of Duty Zombies. Not exactly, but no, actually, pretty much just like Call of Duty Zombies.
You do have your shut-off points. Yeah. You have
but even more, they had mini games.
Right, that actually gave you rewards.
Right, while you're killing zombies, there's mini games. There was a thing where it had these spinny things
that
you could shoot with a pistol. So you had to shoot these things while zombies coming after you. So one of your teammates has to make the zombies run around, and it's crazy. It's a lot of fun. Highly recommend Killing Floor 2 if you've got a buddy or whatever. Neon Skittles, what's up? Hello. I apologize. I just saw that. We're just talking about games that didn't make our Game of the Year list. That's basically it. Anthony, do you have another game, or is that all your games?
Cuphead.
Oh, wow. That didn't make your top 5. Top 5. Interesting. Okay.
It's another one that totally could have made the top 5.
Yeah.
But there's only 5.
Now, I know a lot of you guys know Cuphead. So does that mean all of those are, at 5? I'm assuming? Those three are at 5 at least? You have a 5.
I'm just going to say just Hollow Knight and Cuphead would have been in my top 5. The other one's not.
And they're tied at 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Well, I was also going to say, which I haven't done my top 5, but I was going to say literally all of my top 5 could be literally number 1.
Wow.
Which is really frustrating.
Interesting.
This is why it was so hard for me to think of the top 5.
Yeah.
I saw Cuphead and I was like, I need to play it, and then I can't.
Oh, so
Xbox
good.
and PC, yeah.
But then I
So
saw
good.
someone made a reskin of Dark Souls Cuphead, and it
That
was the
video was
sunburst.
amazing.
I was like, I need this
It
to
was
be real.
amazing.
I'll buy the console just for this. Like, I won't because I don't have any money. But
It's also on PC. It's on PC.
Well, yeah, that was just a video, but that was really cool. That was
I mean,
like
if
a
they
really cool
honestly, if they actually released a complete overskin, I would do it. It looks so awesome. Like, you know me, I love Dark Souls.
I mean, but the actual
So.
Cuphead, the actual game Cuphead, is just. It is difficult. It is definitely difficult, but it is so good.
Yeah, I mean, it won many awards this year.
Yeah.
At the Game Awards, I think it won Best Indie or something like that.
Hmm.
I think it won Best Indie. I think it also won. No, I don't think it won Best Art. I think it might have won Best Art Style. I can't remember. It won two things, two different awards, but it's been on many people's top lists and things like that. Honestly, I think the number one thing about it that's incredible is just it's art. I mean, it's crazy. The animation
The music
is
is also amazing.
Yeah, it was nominated for.
Oh yeah, the
soundtracks.
music's not just amazing. It's not just it's not just the old old timey
Yeah.
ragtime stuff. Some of it is legit big band,
Yeah.
amazing stuff that they're doing with the music.
They obviously played the music during tops
Yeah.
whatever, they mentioned the games that won that were nominated, and obviously Nier was one of them, which I cried when it won. I didn't actually cry, but I loved it. But Cuphead came up, and I was like, wow, that music sounds great. So yeah, definitely that music's good. Neon Skittles was good. Yeah, you're surprised that Lawbreakers wasn't on my top 5. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the reason that it wasn't in my top 5 is just because I didn't get to play it enough. I love the gameplay, but I didn't have enough time playing it because not enough people played it. So literally, the game died out. The only way to play Lawbreakers. I hate saying this. Do not buy Lawbreakers, because the only way you'll be able to play is if you join the Discord and find out when other people are playing. It's really sad. It's honestly really, really sad.
I didn't know it got that bad.
It's really, really bad. So otherwise you'll be waiting in a queue for a really long time, and you'll be waiting longer than you'll be playing. And it's sad. It's not even disappointing. It's just sad. And that's why I said the only two things that can help it is if they add PvE, or if they make the game free to play. In some way, in some way. PlayStation Plus, I think, is the best thing to do, because if you do PlayStation Plus, enough people will buy it, enough people will talk about it, and if they keep adding content, people can say, wow, this game's a lot better. And they can still make money off of the game normally. But one of the issues is that it has the same model as Overwatch, where the only thing that you can pay for is skins through loot box. There's nothing else. So they have to monetize some way, and they're an indie studio. So it's interesting. We'll see what happens. I really love the game, and I really hope that they... I don't know. I hope that they make the right decisions. They talked about bringing out content in 2017 by the end. They then made an update saying they were not going to do that, and that instead they were going to focus on 2018, and they'd come back to us talking to us what they plan on doing. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do, because they can't continue. They can't continue doing nothing. They can't even just make content. So we'll see what happens. Spyro. Wow. Spyro. It has been a really long time. I'm not sure that it's been I don't remember talking to you when my channel was really small, if I'm thinking of the right person. I've been good. And my thoughts about BLR 2018 update, I'm pumped. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm probably not going to play much. It's just new helmets and stuff like that, which I'll talk about. It's huge for PC, but I'll talk about it at some point. I'm really excited for BCL. Absolutely love BCL. Obviously, I'm part of it. Obviously, I still host tournaments. There was a glitch that made us not be able to do tournaments, and so we're going to be doing events and things like that in the upcoming year, and I'm really, really excited for it. So be on your lookout for those things. Make sure you subscribe to the Blacklight Community League channel as well on YouTube. You can literally just Google, or not Google, Well, you can Google Blacklight Community League or playbcl.com, and you can find it that way, or just look up Blacklight Community League on YouTube. Yes, that was unfortunate. We'll be opening up a bottle of champagne later. Like when it's close to 12.
I mean, is it real champagne?
I mean, it's my champagne. My turn? Is my turn or Giorgio? You want to my turn? Okay.
I do actually have one.
Alright, this next game is honestly the best game, and I was just kidding, I lied to you. It's actually the number one. It's Fire Emblem Heroes for Android. And iOS, but for Android, I absolutely love Fire Emblem Heroes. I like stopped playing it, then I started playing again, then I stopped, and I literally cannot stop playing it. Like I wake up and the first thing I do is like check to see like how many new orbs I got, and then see if there's like a free person to like get. Right. I absolutely love. I cannot stop playing it. I love Fire Emblem, and I miss it. I love listening to the Fire Emblem like randomly every time it starts. I love every character. It's just so good.
We were literally in a lift on our way home from getting food, and he opens up the app, and you can hear it throughout the whole car.
Oh man, I love it.
The intro theme.
It's great. It's just a great game. If you guys like mobile games, if you guys like tactics games, either or the best thing is both, get Fire Emblem Heroes. I love it. I have never spent $1 on that game, which I always itch to, and then I don't because the bundles are way overpriced.
And you don't want another mishap like Brave Frontier.
Oh, I'm not doing that. No. Brave Frontier at least has sales, man.
Right.
I didn't buy that unless there was a sale going on. They never have sales on these orbs, man. I hate that. I'm never paying for orbs. No offense. And I don't mind paying for games that are free. But there's nothing. I don't want to pay $6 for 5 orbs. That's stupid. I can get 5 orbs in 5 minutes.
That's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, dude. Just change it. Anyway, love the game. Highly recommend it if you like tactics games. There are other questions. Let me get to those really quickly. I'm gonna play BCL. Do it. Is there another BCL soon? Okay. So, is there another BCL soon? We'll be doing events for sure early in the new year, January, February. Are we going to do another tournament? Yes, but we're strategizing on how to do that before and after this new patch, because if you remember when we had the BCL tournament last one, people were glitching into our game and like into the tournament, and we couldn't do it. Literally the last games we had to fill it with people so people didn't like jump in. So we can't do that. It's not gonna work. Scarlet EK, hello. Oh, you're still live. Yes, we are. Accidentally slept through the New Year's. You can celebrate New Year's with us. It's in an hour and 5 minutes. Yeah. And Spyro, my PS4 is broken. That sucks. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. That sucks. Literally, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Man, that sucks. If you can, sell it to GameStop. Don't tell them it's broken. I'm just kidding, kind of. I've definitely done that before. Buy a PS4 Pro because it's worth it. And you're practicing on PC, I'm sorry as well. Because I hope you're not practicing with a controller because you're going to get stomped. But anyway, good luck. Changer, I won't have a PS4 till next fall. Roman, I didn't know you didn't have a PS4. Interesting. Great. Anthony, your last one?
Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah, okay. Is this tied for your 5 or no? It's below those.
It could be, but no.
So no.
I'd put it in my top 10.
Okay. Well, I mean, I assume.
Yeah.
I do have Darkest Dungeon. I'm actually really excited to start Darkest Dungeon.
Darkest Dungeon is brutal.
Yeah.
It will rip your heart out.
What?
Wait, like
it just
feels or like just intense, difficult gameplay? Oh, okay. It sounds like another game.
It's an RPG.
It's a game where you have...
yeah, Chris had it. I think you played it before.
Or
no, I think it was just you, actually.
I watched it.
Someone played
it.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's a game where I don't really care about the premise, but you have 4 people, and it's like a dungeon crawler kind of thing, and it's kind of weird. You're side scrolling through these dungeons, and it's like grid based, so like there's like maybe 4 spaces inside of a hallway, and on any one of those spaces could be like a trap or like a treasure chest or like just a battle or just any kind of thing. And then there's just actual rooms, rooms can have battles or just anything or nothing. And I guess that would be considered like a dungeon. And you just go through and you it's very like old style turn-based RPG with an initiative system.
Yeah.
Something like I think the old Final Fantasy games have those, right?
Yeah, I mean there are a lot of games that have
But it's like the initiative system.
Well,
where,
initiative like as in there's a time bar,
no.
or like who goes first?
Who goes first?
Oh, I mean there's tons of games.
Yeah, the order that characters go is based on their speed and everything like that. And they have like some crazy bosses that are extremely brutal, and some of them kind of BS.
Banner Saga has a turn system.
Oh, well, that system, yeah.
That where like it's not your turn then their turn. It's like this character then this character.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, and there's all these different. There's like the different classes are like there's like your standard healer, which that's called a Vestal. She's like a cleric, I guess. So you're a healer. You got your occultist, who's like pretty much like a Cthulhu worshiper, essentially.
Love it.
And he can like spawn tentacles to attack enemies.
To give more context, it's a Cthulhu based like game.
Yeah.
So it's like a RPG dungeon crawler kind of thing, turn based strategy, whatever tactics game or not tactics strategy. With that's all based in Cthulhu lore.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
cool.
My brother would really like it then.
Yeah.
You're a crusader who's like a guy with a claymore and knight's armor. You have a leper who's like they have like a mask on their face and then they just have like a broadsword or something and they're like strong as hell.
They're called lepers?
Yeah.
Leper, like the people with the skin seeds?
Yeah. And then you have you have abominations, which are like it's just like a regular human, but they like turn into this like essentially like a werewolf kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. Yeah,
and they're extremely strong. You have like
don't
just
spoil
regular like crossbowmen. This isn't spoiling anything.
Is this like a class system? Like you can pick between them, or you're the knight?
So you actually have like a roster of like. Probably starts off at like 15 or something people that you can send on these quests.
Gotcha.
And then you can like expand that to multiple levels. And
it's a party. You have a party of 4.
The highest level, which it is level, is 6 for a character. And the amount of times I've ended up losing a full party of 6 people.
Characters.
And
so when they die, they're done?
Yeah, it's permadeath.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And there's like some brutal ways you can die.
I need to see you play this because it sounds fantastic.
I have it.
Yeah, we need. Yeah,
I haven't finished it yet. I can show you.
Yeah.
We don't just start a whole new one. Started it. Yeah.
The game is like you like.
I don't think it's a game I want to stream.
Probably not.
Yeah, but I do want to play.
It is just perfect example. If you that's another unique thing about the game. It has a stress meter.
Yeah.
And that goes to 0 to 200.
It's not unique. It's not one game that we really enjoyed playing.
That doesn't count. Completely different system.
Sanity.
But like your characters have a stress meter when you're in a dungeon, and if it gets up to 100, then either they're gonna like get like some negative affliction, like mental condition, where like
they all act
either they're
like,
right? Huh?
They all act differently to it, right?
I don't know. I think it's random.
Yeah.
When they get the 100, either they'll be like selfish, or they'll be masochistic. Where like if they're masochistic, they say like they say weird things like I don't know like yeah hit me or whatever like.
You can scare the rest of the party.
And then if
the rest of the party can be like, what the heck?
And then like if someone tried to heal them, they'll literally just be like, no, don't heal me. And then your character can't heal them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like that's the kind of afflictions you can have.
It's kind of similar to
if you get like 200 stress, then you have a heart attack.
Oh my
it's
God.
kind of
if you have a heart
similar.
attack, you're at 0 health.
In some ways, it's similar to Valkyria Chronicles,
which I did not play.
Spoilers. Anyway, love that game.
It's really good, but it is brutal and it will piss you off.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Definitely piss you
I'm excited to play it. Cool. That was your last game before your top 5?
Yeah.
So if you guys are interested in Anthony's top 5, we're going to do a video for it.
I mean,
so,
I can do this other one, but I don't know.
You can.
Technically,
well, I mean, I still have 2 more.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that then.
This next one, I'm not surprised, but I do want to know what kept it off of your top 5.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
This next one, somebody actually asked me a question. They said, your thoughts on this game. I absolutely loved this game going in, and the only word after the initial play, and after maybe a month after, was disappointing. Shout out to Mexican. Disappointing.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, this game
I
was
could play
so
Warframe.
disappointing after a while. Destiny 2. I really enjoyed Destiny 2's campaign. I played the whole thing with you.
Yep.
Really enjoyed Destiny 2's late game in the beginning, where the grind was there. After that, there was nothing to do. We just stopped playing. And then we just stopped. I mean, it wasn't even like we were like...
Because it started, we're like, oh, we'll just go in and do the dailies and the weeklies. And then we just stopped.
I mean, it's boring. I don't
Right?
keep doing that. It's so boring. And, it was just disappointing. Destiny 2 just got disappointing. And it wasn't until the Dawning came out where I was interested in going back in. And I was interested. And then I learned that it was just as capitalist as normal Christmas is. And, it's all about buying things. And there wasn't really that much to do. And that was really disappointing as well.
Wasn't there a PvP, go out and play, get some stuff?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. I mean,
It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. They just didn't have... And they have don't get me wrong, they do have DLC. Like large DLC. But then there's an issue of splitting the player base. He doesn't have the DLC.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I don't really want to play yet. Because I don't... And there's nothing to do still. So I'm just not doing it. I really like Destiny 2. I think that people should buy Destiny 2 if it's on sale. I think that people should play Destiny 2's free trial and see if they like it. I think the gameplay is solid. The graphics are gorgeous. The story is really good.
Yeah.
The RPG elements are pretty good. They hit a point. Literally, they hit a point and then you're done. But in terms of the content afterwards, when we talk about content, here's Warframe, here's Destiny. Destiny's a better game, but it just doesn't get up to the point where there's enough content.
Warframe is like, hey, we're going to take all that good stuff and then throw
Exactly. I absolutely hate it. It drives me nuts. So we'll see what year 2 has in store for, not year 2, but 2018 has for Destiny 2. New DLC is going to come out soon. I'm not going to play the DLC until you get the DLC. You're probably not going to get the DLC until the game gets better.
Right. I'm honestly, cool. Osiris is cool and all, but I'm excited about I could go without getting this one. I want the next DLC because I'm like that.
With the Warmind and stuff?
Yeah, because I'm ready for, the lore that's going to come with it, the backstory. So that's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, I mean, I think another thing that just kind of sucks is that, we're missing a big, there's just not, I don't know. It's very disappointing. I do plan on doing a video on Destiny 2. I literally have a thing right here that talks about Destiny 2. And they added a lot, actually. They did add a lot. And it looks like they're setting up for some big changes. It's just not enough. So, we'll talk about that at another time. I have one more game. Anthony, what was your...
Heaven Clone's here?
Oh, Heaven Clone. Heaven Clone, I shouted you out a little earlier. I told people to join the Discord if they're interested in Fortnite, because you and Vanquish are pretty much the guys that really love that game. And so your videos are on there. Vanquish's videos are on there. So, yeah, great. I watched your video on the shotgun trick. I was just telling everybody that Fortnite is a game that I really like, but I can't play it until that patch where they fix the gun recoil shooting, whatever, not recoil, but the random spread on the guns. But once that happens, absolutely want to play more Fortnite. And I'd like to play it with you and Vanquish as well as Scarlet EK. So, pretty pumped for that. Anthony, your last game.
I actually have 2 more.
Oh, so you do have more games. Okay.
I'm on my.
Oh, this guy. Okay.
The Surge.
Wow, that was on your... First of all, I didn't know you played The Surge.
It was recently.
and like yesterday or something. How did I miss that?
I mean,
this is interesting. Do you know what the Surge is?
No.
Have you played Lords of the Fallen?
no.
Have you played Lords of the Fallen?
No, because it was horrible.
Lords of the Fallen is
I consider it.
is such a bad Souls game that it's not made by FromSoft.
Like, cause, like when I first heard about it, they're like, if you like Dark Souls, play this, and you were like, the game is trash.
I played it. We got it for free. It's trash. So bad. This game, the Surge comes out. Same people, and I'm like, this game is going to be same people. I'm like, this game is going to be terrible. Apparently, it's a lot better. They've learned from some of their stuff, but woo! I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Apparently, this was on your could have been top 5 list. If not, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear if it's not going to be if it wasn't a consideration. Because I've got games I played that are not close. Those games were all close. That if the Surge isn't even close, I don't want to hear it.
I guess maybe it wouldn't be top 5.
Okay, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. No offense.
It is great though.
Okay, all right. Tell us
It's worth playing on set.
Okay, all right.
It's worth getting.
The Surge is a.
It's another Souls game.
Yeah, it's a Souls game,
Except it's futuristic.
They have some really interesting things though.
Yeah.
Body parts are able to be aimed at, right?
Oh, that's definitely one of the things I definitely liked about it.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
You can aim at specific body parts, and if you kill the enemy, like if you do enough damage to a body part, I think it just stopped. They can't use it anymore.
Yeah.
But if you kill them and you do enough damage to a body part, their body part is like lops off, and then you can just pick it up and add it to your inventory, and then you can literally like. You can either like scrap it and just get materials from it, or like literally just like, oh, new armor.
It's sci-fi, right?
Yeah.
So that's important to know. Is that it's like a sci-fi Souls game. So I did hear it was way better than Lords of the Fallen. If you want to try Lords of the Fallen,
I'm not
you
gonna
do own
play
it.
I'm not gonna play it.
I mean, we both own it, but it was bad. You can buy the complete edition of Lords of the Fallen for $5. We own it. We own it. Okay. I'm saying that's how bad of a game it is. You can buy the complete edition for $5, and this is not like a Dragon Age Inquisition, which you can buy for $10, the complete edition. Cause that's been out forever and everybody owns it. But like this game is like
I need to get that.
Wow, that's surprising.
That might end up being my top 5 of 2018.
You played it though, didn't you play mine for like a minute?
It very shortly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Surge is definitely not like one of the top games, but it's a good game.
Yeah.
It was good. I mostly liked it because it's a Souls game.
Spyro. Vanquish is not Mexican, by the way. Mexican is assassin. Just in case. I just don't want you to get that confused at all. They're very different people. Vanquish is the same as... Oh, can't think of his name. Well, I can't remember his name. BLR Gamer. BLR Gamer and Vanquish are the same person. Mexican and Assassin are the same people. They're not. That's not Vanquish. I just want to make sure you know that he's not Mexican. Unless you're saying that he is Mexican. Like, actually Mexican. Which he's also not Mexican. So at least I don't think so. But anyway. That's funny. I'm obviously there's probably some lag. I'm now reading Heaven Clone saying that Vanquish is BLR Gamer. But anyway. Great. Okay, so my last game. And then we can quickly just kind of talk about games that I missed. Again, there's a lot. So I'm literally just kind of list them off. Is Final Fantasy 15. I don't actually have that much to say about this game. I really enjoy the story. The graphics are gorgeous. They've added tons of content. The only reason I'm not bought into this game is because I'm playing Breath of the Wild, which is a gorgeous open world game, and Final Fantasy wants to be that, but like an RPG at the same time in terms of like the gameplay, like the action of it, and it's painful. Like, when you press the circle button, you attack, but you broadcast the attack, almost like if you said attack, comparatively to just literally attacking. Like when you play an action game and you press the X button or the square button or whatever, usually the square button, right? You are saying, like, you're saying light attack. You know, it's like light attack, light attack, light attack, and then you press the triangle button, heavy attack, heavy attack, heavy attack. In this game, it's like, knock this, I want you to attack. Like that's how it feels. It's like a strategy game, which is normal for Final Fantasy, but not for an open world game. And Final Fantasy has done this before, but the gap is getting smaller. So it's like it wants to be an action game, and they were like, Platinum, we want you to make Nier Automata and make it the best game ever. And they did, and it's great. And then they were like, while you're doing that, we're going to make a game, we're going to try to do what you're doing. And they failed miserably. I love the game. The game's great. It's just hard for me to keep playing when the action of Legend of Zelda is incredible. Like, it's just great. So it's really difficult for me to keep playing it. That's the only reason it's not on my Game of the Year list. If it was made, oh my god, if Platinum Games made this game,
would it even be Final Fantasy?
Yeah. I mean, Final Fantasy doesn't need to be. It doesn't need. Final Fantasy 15 is very close to being an action game. It just isn't. It's this close, and then it just doesn't. It's like you hold square to like dodge. It's like the weirdest thing. You can press X to like do a roll, but you just hold X, and Noctis does this like after image thing, which looks visually really cool. Which is Final Fantasy 13 is gorgeous, but it's not that good of a game. And a lot of it is because they try to do this weird action game with this like time-based thing, and it was painful. And this game is better because it's not time, like it doesn't have that time bar that has to fill up before you can attack. It's so dumb. Which is fine in an RPG, classic RPG, but not in when you're moving around. It's just stupid. Just make it an action game. And everyone thought it was going to be like Kingdom Hearts, and Kingdom Hearts is a good action game. It's not great. The first ones aren't great, but by the second one, it was good. And then apparently the newer ones are great. So it is painful when I really, really, really want to play this game as an action game, and it's just not there. It's not terrible though. It's not terrible. I do love watching Noctis fly around and do these crazy moves that wouldn't look the same if it was by. Well, I don't know. Platinum Games is pretty great. I don't know. Their moves look incredible. Nier is just incredible. And the worst part is the China Hero Project, which is literally a project. I don't know how to explain that. But there's a developer who's part of the China Hero Project, which is a Sony initiative to get more Chinese developers. This one guy, saw the original Final Fantasy 13 Versus trailer, which is the Final Fantasy 15 trailer now, and was like, I like this game. Or I like the way this looks. I'm going to make an action game that looks like this. There's literally a character that's basically Noctis that is an action game.
That gameplay was ridiculous. I didn't even know what to say. I'm watching, I'm like, is that Final Fantasy? And you're like, no. And I'm
it's
like,
not.
What?
I know. It's not, but it should be.
Oh, God.
Yeah. No, it's nuts. I saw someone ask a question. What about you, Chain? Spyro, what did you ask? Heaven, have you ever played Persona 5? I absolutely love Persona 4 Golden. Haven't even beaten it yet. Really like Persona 3. Didn't beat that either because they're just way too long. But absolutely love those games. Cannot wait to get Persona 5, but I'm not ready because I know it's going to be really long and I want to actually beat it. I also would like to beat Persona 4 Golden at some point.
Yeah.
But somebody has my Vita.
I was thinking about bringing it with me.
And then he didn't. So I haven't been able to beat it yet.
So good.
But I want to beat Persona 4 Golden first. So next time you come over and you bring me back my Vita finally.
That was you're like, Dave, play this game, and I that was another time when I was like, I'm not buying any more games, and then I just played that game.
I didn't know you played it actually.
Yeah.
Did you beat it?
No, I didn't beat it. But
where are you?
No
spoilers. Where are you?
All right, so who
did you get? Who's the last person you got in your party?
The star, the pop star.
Oh, okay. Risei. Yeah. She's the last person I just got to, so we're in the same spot.
So I was just like, it's so
I mean,
good.
it's incredible.
Yeah.
Persona 4 is great. Persona 5, I'm really excited for because they're older, and I don't think they're that much older, but they're older. And I've just heard really great things, and I love the music that I've already heard, and the art style looks great. So I do plan on getting it for sure. There were a lot of RPGs that came out this year, and they just take hours and hours, and I hate that. I absolutely hate it. So there's too many games. I don't have enough time in my day anymore. Horizon Zero Dawn, I do not own it. Really excited for it though. Another game that I just haven't gotten around to. It is my next game to buy after I beat Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
I think
you
you'll
have it, though.
really enjoy it.
Oh,
Like,
I know. I will.
I mean, I've already beaten the base game, and I'm doing the DLC, so you know.
Wow.
Well, it actually took me. It took me.
What, 24 hours?
No, because I played it over the course of a week, and I logged in. So I logged in minimum like between 4 to 6 hours per day playing. But like, so you know how I'm one of those gamers where I'm like, I hate stop throwing side quests at me. This is so
I've heard the
annoying.
side quests are good. Like,
Yeah, like this is the first
yeah.
game where like I'm playing storyline. I'm like side quest, grab them all, do them all, then progress further. So like,
And you know I'm gonna do that.
yeah, so like it extends the life of the game a lot, and then like, and also I'm not the biggest challenge gamer. So when there's a game like these time trials and do this and that, I'm like, I'll just play the base game. But in this, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like I don't think there's one thing I dislike about this, and there's one thing where I'm expecting you to say something about it when you play, and like it doesn't ruin the game for me. It doesn't break the game for me. There are definitely situations where I would like to have it, but
Fast travel?
No, because there is a fast travel.
Yeah.
Shoulder swap.
No! It doesn't have shoulder swap?
No, it doesn't. And like
it probably won't bother me because Legend of Zelda doesn't have shoulder swap.
and like in the game, you could the stealth play for the game will make up for the not.
I don't think it'll bother me. It doesn't in single player games that isn't gun specific, because I know she's using a bow the majority of the time.
Right.
I don't think it bothers me as much. I haven't tried once with Legend of Zelda.
Right.
At all. Granted, I know it's very different, but I'm really interested to see, because when I play Legend of Zelda, after I beat Legend of Zelda is so good. Like the only reason it's not taking a different spot in my top 5 list. If you guys haven't seen my top 5 video yet, watch my top 5 video. Watch it. I'm actually gonna go grab a link to it right now so you guys can watch it because it's great. The only reason it's not higher up on my list. It's not number 1. Spoilers. Is I haven't played enough of it. I haven't played enough of it. Because I absolutely love my number 1 game. But that game was too short. It was too short. I wanted more, which is weird. Yeah. I would have loved to buy some DLC.
Oh, yeah, I would have loved to stay.
Oh, I can't. I love that game. Oh man. Anyway, so I'm interested because I want to know. You'll see me playing Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And when you see it, I wonder. Literally, Breath of the Wild is like, yeah, just I think I'm gonna go over here and I'm just gonna go do this thing, and it's so puzzly.
Watching you play when we were in Cali, I definitely feel like Breath of the Wild is definitely way more whimsical, but that just comes with Zelda. But like, so I can see the similarities, but I can also see why people are saying like Breath of the Wild is better. And I'll stand behind that comment, and not to say that Horizon Zero Dawn is in any way less of a good game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just that like.
I mean, it can be a masterpiece. You know what I mean? Like, there are masterpieces out there. Like, in terms of 10 out of 10 games, that's one of them. You know what I mean? Like, like people say Uncharted 2 is a 10 out of 10 game. Last of Us is a 10 out of 10 game, and Last of Us is better.
Yeah.
It's a masterpiece. Uncharted is a masterpiece, but for me, it doesn't hold a candle
to Last of Us.
Not even close. Yeah. The lumens that come off of The Last of Us, which is units of life.
Everything about it, from the moment I walked in, you're like, Dave, I need you to play this opening. Till like, oh god, till remastered and we couldn't get into online games.
What's up, drugs? Hardcore drugs.
God,
Anthony is playing on not the hardest. He's playing on hard. In that first battle in The Last of Us, the first one, I kept telling Anthony to save the first larger one where you already have Ellie and you already have and you're still with.
Gotcha.
What's her name? And you're moving in, like it's the first time where it's just you, and there's a couple like zombies, and there's a clicker.
There's one clicker.
And Anthony went through that part at least
5 times.
Not more than 5, 7 maybe. That was fun. I mean, and I knew it because I remember I had a hard time. I played it on normal, and Anthony was like, I don't know what this is. I don't know.
Literally, the first time I made the mistake of throwing the brick right at the clicker. I'm like, that was a bad idea. Why did I do that?
Oh man, I absolutely love that game. Anyway, it's because that game as well. Like that's why I can't. That's an old. That's PS3.
And it's still to this day.
Like the difference between Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 and 4 is massive. All incredible games. The change between Last of Us, I can't wait. Like, the Last of Us is PS3. What does a PS4 Last of Us look like? If this is a first party, you know what I'm saying? This game is going to be at least as gorgeous as Horizon Zero Dawn, which everyone says is the most gorgeous game of this year.
Oh, the game is like literally like...
And you're not playing it in 4K, son. Let's go.
Right. Because the second I started watching it,
let's go.
I'm like, I wonder how this looks on the PlayStation Pro.
Yeah, just wait.
But literally, this isn't a spoiler. Like, I love games that like put a lot of attention to detail. So, like, for instance, a little segue: Borderlands 2 on PC, singularity grenades. When they start pulling stuff in, water, blood, slag pulls out. So that's really cool. Like, games where you shoot an arrow and
you should see it when you use NVIDIA.
Yeah. But this game, like, running through snow, you see the indentations you make, like, and it looks right. Yeah. Rolling through it, I'm just like, this is good. And okay, well, you got.
We'll see. I know. That's one of the reasons I like Nier Automata so much. But you haven't seen any of that, have you?
No, I haven't.
Nier Automata. Oh my god, I freaking love that game. Nier Automata. Same. I remember the first time I started walking as 2D, and I was just like, not running. You pervs, but walking. If you don't know Nier Automata, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But walking as 2D, and I was just like, the amount of like time that someone put into this is insane, and all of her lines, and all of 9S's lines, and it's just incredible. I absolutely love that game. Anyway, Anyway. Before we hop, you have one more game, right? Before we hop to your last game, and then we'll go into games that I missed.
Just real quick, we are gonna stream till midnight.
No, we're not. We're almost done, and then I'm literally just gonna like go through these and be like, I missed these games.
There's a few on there that I was excited to play because we said we were gonna play them.
I know.
Just like a short thing for each one.
Yeah, no, I'm not even. I'm literally just trying to like walk through them. A lot of them, I'm probably not gonna talk about these ones. I don't really care. Anyway, or maybe I will stream until 12. What's up? Anyway, ew, man, no.
I need to get some water.
I need to get some chicken dip.
Right, I'm thinking the same thing.
Yo, real talk, guys. We made some buffalo chicken dip.
Yeah, Scarlet EK asked what was for dinner, and I was about to just
hold on. I wanted.
No, I think she was asking for like ideas.
Hold on,
for food to make.
Hold on. A lot of people said things.
They were asking about you and Elizabeth Gay.
I'll pay you $700 for a title. Yo, I'll give you a title on my Discord for $700. Roman, really cool guy. You like the other colors I haven't known. Roman, how did you know that you came out of nowhere? How did you know that we were dating? That's weird. I thought it was roommate. What? Oh, Kate was my roommate for 9 months at different times. This is awkward. You guys are talking about me. Yeah. Eintaxi is roommate. Eintaxi, how'd you get that name?
Yeah, I didn't get that game.
We've talked about that many times.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's rumored that we can change it. Never mind, I'm not gonna do that. PlayStation Network names.
I love in England. Holes. Awkward. Oh no, awesome. So many things. Game of the year. Sleep. Chain Gear. Tactical SMG. I don't think there's actually any questions in here. No.
The only question was what's for.
Oh, he asked again. How did I get the name? All right. No, I'm not sure. No, I live it. Is cute today?
Cute and creamy. No.
I was literally learning.
I'm just gonna
German
say
on Duolingo.
It's explaining Eintaxi.
I was learning German on Duolingo for like,
which is a great app on Android for learning languages.
For like a few weeks or something, and then I was like, I had to create a new Steam account because my old one didn't have a card, like it didn't have billing information, and so I was like, Eintaxi, which literally just means a taxi in German.
And that's where Eintaxi comes from.
I was not given the name. I literally was just like, let's just do this.
So it's not interesting at all.
Yeah.
Duolingo, grade up. What are we eating? Or we made buffalo chicken dip, dairy and non-dairy, and we're eating it with chips.
It's really good.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And it's great because the non-dairy one, my stomach feels great.
Right.
I have no issues
with
with that.
death.
Anthony, he had to poop in the bathroom for like 8 hours. I'm just kidding. Well,
It wasn't 8 hours.
yeah,
No.
it was 8 hours.
It was a day.
Yeah, nice.
It was
Change
a
your-
full 24.
Change your any allergies? Yes. I don't have allergies. I have intolerances. I used to be allergic to everything when I was young. Like, literally everything. Like, I would die and break out in hives if I ate dairy, wheat. No, I could eat soy. A lot of other things. But now I'm just intolerant to them. Like, I can eat them, but my body will be like, why are you doing this? And I'll be in the bathroom for 8 hours. Anyway. Last game.
Were you saying something?
Oh, yeah, and then you were... Sorry.
Yeah, so, like, the first time I saw that creamy gaming whatever on your... I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Anthony's... People... One time Anthony was talking...
I
and
did
people were
not
like,
choose the name.
yeah, people said that Anthony had a creamy voice. And so Anthony...
That's perfect.
Anthony reads things in games and stuff, and so there's creamy horror.
I actually read some poetry. I read...
He did.
The Raven.
Yeah. He also we were playing... what was the horror game we played?
Oh, it
Not
was...
Soma, the other one.
It was...
Kate,
the
what's
same
that horror?
guys.
What's that horror game? What's my New Year's
Amnesia,
resolution?
Amnesia.
4K. I haven't actually worked on any of those yet. I'm like one of those people that like has like notebooks of plans and things like that. I haven't gotten to it yet though. This one's over and I'm just busy. But before work on Wednesday or maybe Wednesday morning, I'll be like working on my resolutions and stuff. And I'll actually probably do a video on it because I think that kind of stuff is important. But anyway. Amnesia. Yeah, Anthony would read a whole bunch of stuff in Amnesia. Okay, last game. Let's wrap this stuff up. I'd like to be done at least by 11:45, if not 11:35.
Yep.
All right, let's do this.
Alright. This game was developed by Obsidian Entertainment. Obsidian Entertainment is well known for Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing games.
Yep.
Although they are old. I've actually played them like in the past year or so, and I still love them. Fallout New Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think they may have worked on a Dragon Age game.
I mean, they worked on the original Fallouts as well.
They worked on the original Fallout games, which are not Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. They're the original were
RPGs, old school
RPGs, tactical RPGs. It is Pillars of Eternity.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
That game is like one of literally the highest rated on OpenCritic right now.
Yeah.
It is a completely kickstarted game.
It's on PS4 too, by the way.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's a Kickstarter game. It is in terms of the gameplay, it's very much so like a Dragon Age or like a Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, where you have. I guess it's also kind of like it's just like it's like an older RPG. Definitely, if you've played Dragon Age, it's definitely that. And the story is just like they have so much.
Sorry, so explain that again. Oh, okay.
There's like they
That was the
literally
story.
yeah.
Okay.
They literally you can see people's memories essentially as the main character, and there's characters literally everywhere. I think every single one of the people that kickstarted it up to a certain number, they literally just added a character in game for them, and you go and like go up to interact with them, but you don't talk to them, and it goes into this weird like mind thing where you're like reading their memories, and they have like these like long like stories for like every single person that you meet, and then like the actual story of the game is crazy too, and it's very like fantasy based and everything like that, and yeah, it's a really good game. It is difficult. It is another one where like
Yeah, I remember you told me that.
like just don't start your game as a wizard or you'll just die. I mean, you can, but you'll probably just die.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about it. I remember when it was first up on Kickstarter because it was one of those first ones that like did really well,
Yeah.
and it's one of those ones that actually like produced what they said they were going to make.
Yeah.
Which is
and
great.
they're doing a second one.
Yeah, I've heard about that too. So that's exciting. I wonder if that'll follow in like Divinity's footsteps, where Divinity came out and then Divinity 2 is incredible. So I wonder if Pillars of Eternity is definitely good. I wonder if 2 will just be like obscene. No pun intended. There were questions. I just looked. Someone said Awesome was 9. Awesome's not 9.
12.
He was
14.
12 when I first met him.
I thought he was almost 7.
Don't make fun of Awesome.
14.
Awesome. It's been. Why haven't we hung out at all recently?
That is true, Spyro. I do love RPGs.
Yes.
I mean, I love all kinds of games.
Yeah, you do.
Fallout 4.
Scarlett, you passed a quiz about allergies. Look like chain gear late. I don't know what that means. Oh, you're a bit late. What? Anyway, okay. So that's all the games that didn't make it on our top 5 list that we like. We went through all of that.
Except for Horizon Zero Dawn. That segued.
Oh, yeah. But I do want to talk to you guys about games that I missed. If you guys have games that you missed or any games that you hear me talk about, we can stop for like a minute and chat about it.
Pretty
I just
sure
kind of want to...
every one that you have, I have.
Yeah.
I already agree with.
A lot of these we'll probably all agree with. 2017 was an incredible year for gaming, but I missed it, frankly. And I do have a video on that if you guys want to hear more about my thoughts about games that I missed and like what happened and kind of just why it sucks overall. 2017, incredible year for gaming. I went to the Game Awards, went to PlayStation Experience with this guy. It was awesome. But sitting there and watching these awards go, and I hadn't even played half the games, was sad. And so I wanted to recount some of the games that I missed, and I'd love to dive into, and it's a lot. So just going to kind of ramble off some of them. Horizon Zero Dawn, we already talked about that. Super excited to actually jump into that. That's one of the games that I need to play because it was rated so highly. So that'll definitely happen. Neo, really excited for that. That's a Souls-like game.
One of Jim Sterling's
top games.
top games.
It's on everyone's top like PlayStation games list. Not normally top games entirely, but top PlayStation games. So I'm really excited for that. I definitely want to play that game. Persona 5, of course. There's no list here, or no order, but Persona 5, we already talked about that. Really excited to get that game. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. That's probably right after Horizon Zero Dawn, actually.
Yeah.
Hellblade got so many awards. Gorgeous, beautiful game. I may actually get that before Horizon Zero Dawn, depending on how open world fatigued I am. Hellblade is fairly linear, and it's deep, and so I might want to hit that kind of game right after I get the super fantasy out of my head. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. I beat Uncharted 4, and I felt great about it. I beat it, loved it. Scarlet EK was actually there. My old roommate Rob was there, and I just loved it. And it was like, man, I wish there was more. Played the multiplayer, and I liked it. I mean, it's good, but it's not Last of Us, and so I was kind of like, meh, I think I'm okay. Uncharted Lost Legacy, though, is bringing it back with characters that I truly loved, and so I can't wait to hit that back up. And who knows, maybe hop into the multiplayer a little bit again once I get that. Maybe we can get it at the same time. See if we can hop back into it or something. Yakuza 0. Ooh, I absolutely love the Yakuza series. Started off
watching you play. That was funny.
I love it. Yakuza 3, I loved. Yakuza 4 was incredible. And then I stopped there. They had Dead Souls, which was like a dumb zombie shooter thing. And then 0 came out. And 0 is a prequel. And then they have Yakuza Kiwami, which is a remake of the first. And the first one is a PS1 game. I think a PS1 game. So they're remaking 1, 2, maybe 3, but we know they're remaking 1 and 2. They already have, the first one's remade. And then Yakuza 6 is coming out. So, I played Yakuza 5 as well. No, I don't know if I played. Sorry,
I remember all the jokes. Yakuza 5.
Oh, yeah.
Basically just like fashion things.
Oh, yeah. I absolutely love that game. So I'm really excited for that. Gravity Rush 2, loved Gravity Rush 1 on...
I have it, I just haven't beat it.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. Gravity Rush 1 is just a gorgeous game, and it's just... whimsical is a good word for it. It's on PS Vita. You can now buy it on PS4, remastered. Highly recommend it. Gravity Rush 2 has been on my radar for a while. as a first-party PlayStation game. I know it's going to be good. It's got really great ratings. It's a Japanese game, so it kind of flew under the radar a little bit here in the U.S., but I'm pretty excited for it. It'll be a game when I'm ready to kind of get lifted back up into a whimsical world again. So I'm pretty excited for that. Prey. Completely just missed this game. I just completely missed it. That was kind of... I missed all of Bethesda's games. Why? Because I was busy playing a different Bethesda game that's 2 years old. And I absolutely loved it. But Prey, I'm really excited for. The good thing about like Bethesda's games is they're all going down in price, which is always good. So that means when I buy those games, they'll be like $20, and I'll just go in, I'll just beat it, and it'll be good. The next one is Ghost Recon Wildlands. I didn't even really want this game until I saw the multiplayer, and so and until I played it actually with Mexican. Plan on playing again with this guy, so we'll probably buy it at the same time. Yeah, it should be good. I mean, it's on sale all the time, but like I mean, when it really hits like a price of like $20, I'll probably hit it and play that game. Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Odyssey. I mean. It won Game of the Year everywhere. It's got 10 out of 10s. After I beat Legend of Zelda, it'll be my next Switch game if a Fire Emblem doesn't come out before that, because I will buy Fire Emblem immediately. What question?
Most disappointing game of 2017. I already know.
Destiny 2.
Yeah, Destiny 2. Yeah.
Oh, well, for me, because I haven't played Destiny 2, Shadow of War.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's not a bad game.
Yeah.
But it is a disappointing game.
Yeah. I think bad games are like, meh, I don't really care, they're bad.
Yeah.
Disappointing is when you actually love something and it's like, this is so great. What? Like
Yep.
like some games can get past that. Shadow of Mordor was like that. Beat the game and the boss was trash. But I was like,
quick time
it was such a good game.
Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, the game was great.
I was like, I don't care. But when a second game comes out and the ending's trash, come on. Like, Destiny 2, like...
I can't even get to the ending because I'm not going to spend...
I still don't think it's that
multiple weeks.
But I still think it's weeks. But, yeah.
It's a long time.
I know. But,
that one question, we'll get to that. Chain thoughts about...
Tekken 7? Okay, yeah, we'll talk about that. What? Oh, somebody mentioned Ada was a girl the other day. Ada is not a girl, which I don't know why someone thought Ada was a girl. I mean, I guess I could maybe understand why, and especially if you haven't heard Ada, BCL person. But yeah, he's like an older male.
See,
so
I heard Ada, and I thought Fallout 4. And I was just like, Ada is a robot, but she's
with a D.
What did they say?
A T. It's
Ada.
I mean, it's Ada, but it's with a T. But right. I mean, I don't know. I can see why that's there. But anyway, it's just funny. Anyway, okay, what's okay? Yeah, Dishonored 2. I really like Dishonored 1. What sucks is that I already know it didn't fix the things that I didn't like in Dishonored 1.
I had some problems with Dishonored 1.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the game, but they're like, number one, chapter based was a disappointment. The fact that like your powers were locked to whatever you had given that chapter with it. Because I beat the game with Ghost.
Yeah.
And like I beat the game without killing anyone and beat it without being seen once. And like the game was fun, but I just kept getting disappointed with the power. Like you give me all these cool powers, right? And I can't unlock all of them by endgame. And then on top of that,
I remember that. I remember us having this discussion before.
And then on top of that, like
with
you
Chris,
give me all these super murderous powers, but you want me to beat the game without killing anyone.
So we had a video a long time ago.
Look at move on.
Well, just real quick. A year ago or something, like 2 years ago, probably, if not 3. Wasn't 3. It's 2 years ago. We did a video with Peaches, and I think you were there, and we talked about Dishonored. And how much we were excited for Dishonored 2, because in Dishonored 1, we loved it. We didn't have the same problems you did. I know you didn't like the chapter base. I was fine with that. By the end game, you couldn't have all the powers. I was fine with that. But playing non-lethal was bad. It wasn't fun. And that was the worst part.
You were like rewarded for killing people.
Yeah. Like you'd have the power to like use a wind blast, and it would move people away. And if you upgraded it, not changed it, upgraded it, it killed them. Like you had a power to like summon rats. It would annoy people and they'd like go away.
Upgrade.
Your upgrade.
Eat them alive.
It was so stupid. There was a possession ability. Super cool. If you upgrade it, They die after you're done possessing them.
Which, by the way, they don't even have that in the new in Dishonored 2.
It's so stupid. It's like, why are you doing that?
I just didn't get it. They might actually.
So very frustrating. But I do plan on playing Dishonored 2 at some point. I still love the game.
Oh yeah, I still enjoy playing it.
Yeah.
And I want to play Dishonored 2 like that again. That was one that flew under my
Again,
radar.
one is $20. Yeah. It's $20. And I want to get Death of the Outsider as well.
Yeah.
So black woman protagonist. She's like the second black woman protagonist I've ever seen in a game. So I'll be getting that game.
I'm pretty sure she's also a main character in Dishonored 2.
Yeah, I think you meet her there. Yeah. But anyway, next one, Wolfenstein 2. God, this game looks incredible. Beating Wolfenstein 1 right now. Glad I got back into it because I forgot how great the game is. I didn't like it in the beginning because I was playing the way I usually play games, which is to get everything, and now that I'm just trying to beat it and I'm really enjoying the story, it's crazy. And I've literally heard people say that Wolfenstein 2 is 1, their favorite game of the year, 2, the best shooter of the year. It's won almost every single like major news outlet's best shooter of the year, and the characters, like BJ Blazkowicz is great, and the fact that he actually gets placed on best characters of 2017, I have to get this game. So really excited for Wolfenstein 2. Watch Dogs 2, another game that I plan on getting with you, because it's got multiplayer, and apparently Watch Dogs 2 is just a way better Watch Dogs 1, but it flew under the radar because Watch Dogs 1 was such a disappointment, but I've heard great things. Resident Evil 7, I'm excited to get that with you. Really, really excited for Resident Evil 7, great things. We actually played some DLC, which is nothing like the actual base game, so I'm excited, and it was free, so I'm excited for that. Evil Within 2, I want to play Evil Within 1, first. It's like $4 on sale all the time. I'd like to play that with you. And Evil Within 2 apparently is incredible. And Evil Within 1 apparently is okay. So the fact that Evil Within 2 is incredible, shoot. Injustice 2. The only reason I'm interested in this game is because everyone talks so highly of it. Like, stupidly highly of it. But I'm not actually sure I'm going to get this one.
My reason for not playing that game is silly. I don't like DC.
That's not silly. That's a great reason why you shouldn't buy it. That's another reason why I wasn't that interested in it. But people are saying it's incredible. So, like, maybe. Someone asked me my feelings on Tekken 7. It's my next fighting game. If I buy it before Dragon Ball Z Fighters or Dragon Ball Fighters, because that's my next fighting game, because Dragon Ball Fighters looks incredible and everyone says it's incredible and I love Dragon Ball. And then these are some other ones that I just realized I didn't have and I would be interested. Okami HD. I love Okami. I never beat it when it was on PS2. I got it for PS3 for free as an HD remake, and now they HD remade it again. And so I'm pretty excited for that. Don't know if I'll ever get it. Don't know if I will beat it, but it's something that I'd be interested in. I own Undertale on PC. It came out on PS4.
It is amazing.
I know, it's an amazing game, all this great stuff. Haven't beaten it, haven't played it. So, another game. Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition. Bruh, I love Bulletstorm.
That was so much
Have
fun.
you ever played Bulletstorm? You should play that game. I absolutely love that game. I love that game. And the fact that they HD remade it, I don't know. I kind of wanted to play that game.
Right.
Don't know if I'll get to it again because it's a remake and I've already beaten it. These last ones are like tiny little games. Mr. Shifty, which is a game that's literally Hotline Miami, but you can like shift through walls and stuff. Definitely want that game. Oh, people love this game apparently, so really want that game. Next Machina is a game by the same guys that made Super Stardust, or Super Stardust in general. They also made it was a launch title for PS4, Resogun, and a couple other twin stick shooters. They've always been good, and Next Machina apparently was incredible. So I want to get that, and apparently it's their last arcade shooter game because apparently it's just not selling, even though they get really high ratings. Pyre, which is a game by Supergiant. Once I beat these games are incredible, but once I beat the other Supergiant games, which is Bastion and Transistor, I'll be getting Pyre. Ruiner, which I've heard is good. We don't have to go through it, though. Sundered, which I heard is good, but maybe not. Yeah, I've heard it's okay. I heard it's really hard. I kind of want to get it. I don't know. And then these last two games I own and I haven't played yet. Doom, which I'm really excited to finally play, and What Remains of Edith Finch. Edith Finch got on so many Game of the Year list, and we got it for free, I'm pretty sure. So it's a game that I definitely want to play. That's it, guys, for games that I missed. Games that were on our almost top 10 list or top 5 list. And that's pretty much it. Thanks so much. It's going to be the new year for people on the East Coast in about 15 minutes. So I'm going to reheat the buffalo chicken dip, pop open some non-alcoholic champagne, which is literally just sparkling grape juice. And I'm pretty pumped. So enjoy your time in 2017. If it's already 2018 for you, Happy New Year. Think about resolutions and what life means to you. Don't get depressed about it. Get excited about it. And I will see you guys in the new year. Happy New Year's. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. You guys can say bye.
Yeah.
I don't want to say bye.
Okay, all right. See you guys. I'm going to count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Peace.
Bye. Have a